Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please join with us as we celebrate the homecoming courts for both Pasadena and John Muir High Schools. First up, the homecoming court for Pasadena High School. 7 young ladies were selected by the senior class of Pasadena High School to preside over its 2018 homecoming activities. It is with great pleasure that I present the Pasadena High School 2018 Homecoming Court. Our first princess is Devaney Cathcart. Princess Devaney is one bouncy lady, a star on our varsity basketball team. She's also the ASB Commissioner of Assemblies, a member of the Black Student Union and Young Life, and a key photographer on the yearbook staff. Along with the National Honor Society and California Scholarship Federation, she works at In-N-Out, and that's what Bulldog is all about. She's headed to Cal Poly Pomona for a major and career in architectural engineering. Her escort is PHS senior Christian Perez. Our next princess is Sophia de France. You'll get the picture with Princess Sophia. Whether it's clicking her camera or checking out a classic movie, she enjoys working with those visuals, when she isn't reading, that is. She's been a Bulldog volleyball player since 9th grade and volunteers with Club 21, helping those with Down syndrome. A member of NHS, she plans on attending the University of Texas in Austin, majoring in psychology to become a forensic psychologist. She is escorted by PHS senior Mihaly Dieguez. The third princess is Autumn Fernandez. Indoors, outdoors, Princess Autumn gets a lot out of life. When she's not singing, dancing, acting, or writing poetry, she's at the beach or in the pool. A member of the PHS Vox Vita Choir, and in her 4th year with the Bulldog water polo team, she's in CSF, the Ocean and Spanish clubs, and has won many awards through her church and the Girl Scouts. She's aiming for BYU, Hawaii, or Provo, majoring in psychology or nursing, and will work to bring peace throughout the world. She is escorted by PHS senior Gavin Nuskajian. Princess number 4 is Divine Johnson. You want a leader? We've got a leader in Princess Divine. She's the ASB president, varsity volleyball captain, the lead volunteer with the Ronald McDonald House, and a UCLA VIP scholar. Participating in NHS, she's into women's empowerment and community organizing. Definitely a future to be reckoned with. She's got Stanford in her sights. As a communications, media, and poli-sci major to shape a career as an e-commerce entrepreneur and media advocate. Her escort is PHS senior Darius Mason Robertson. Princess number 5 is Julia Olivas. It's quite the dance to be with Princess Julia. After 3 years on Orchesis, she's gone on to teaching children to dance too. Then there's the Green Club, Class of 2019 Club, and the fundraising community, volunteering at Huntington Hospital and handling the stats for the football team, plus Young Life and Wildlife Leadership. 4 years on the honor roll and a CSF member, she's aiming for the University of San Diego, UCLA, or UC Santa Barbara. Majoring in criminal justice, minoring in psychology, and then passing the bar exam. Her escort is PHS senior Dominic DePasquale. Our 6th princess is Cecilia Trejo Soto. You'll be in the running with Princess Cecilia. A soccer player all 4 years, she's also on the PHS cross-country team. When she stops to breathe, she likes cooking, traveling, and volunteering with the Ronald McDonald House, and Con Cariño, helping geriatric patients. Treasurer of the Shield Club, she's also with CSF and NHS. She's got UCLA or Tulane in mind, pre-med or physiology, and heading into medicine as a pediatrician or pediatric surgeon. Her escort is PHS senior Eden Porras Hart. And now, I am now proud to present Pasadena High School's 2018 Homecoming Queen, Molly Hurahan. She was selected by vote of the senior class. There is so much to do in Queen Molly's life. She draws, she paints, she bakes, she dances with Orchesis. Now 3 years on varsity, and there's still more. Active with Green Club, Class of 2019, Grad Night Committee, ASB School Board Rep, and Sports Medicine. She's also in CSF, NHS, and has traveled to help in Nicaragua. Aiming for Oregon, as a kinesiology major with a minor in nutritional science, she plans on becoming a physical therapist. Her escort is PHS senior Christian Zambrano. Ladies and gentlemen, the homecoming court for the Pasadena Bulldogs. Formal wear is by Friar Tuck Shop in Arcadia. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present the homecoming court for John Muir High School. Princess Olivia Hodges. Olivia Hodges is the daughter of Derek and Mindy Hodges. She is a proud John Muir freshman, an alumni of Elliott Arts Magnet, and is currently on the volleyball team, also an honor roll student, a member of the associate student body for class of 2022, and also plays basketball. Olivia's favorite class is math, and she enjoys spending time with her family and friends, who are her biggest supporters. Olivia is escorted by Carlos Lopez Moya. Carlos Lopez Moya is a freshman with an honor roll GPA and is honored to be a member of the 2018 homecoming court. He is very supportive of all the school activities and always lends a hand whenever he sees someone who needs help. He enjoys spending time with his friends and family and is looking forward to the next 3 years here at John Muir. Next is Princess Maria Dominguez. Maria Dominguez is the daughter of Olga and Rigoberto Dominguez. Maria is proud to be a John Muir Mustang and is happy to represent the class of 2021. Maria is also honored to be a part of this year's homecoming court. Maria gives a special thanks to her family for always supporting her. Maria is escorted by Luis Angel Ramirez. Luis Angel Ramirez is a sophomore and a well-rounded student here at John Muir. He enjoys spending time with his friends and family, going to the movies, and playing video games. He is honored to serve on the homecoming court this year and would like to thank his family for their support. Next, Princess Priscilla Cruz. Daughter of Lucia Martinez, Priscilla is honored to be in the class of 2020 Homecoming Princess Court. As a proud Mustang, she enjoys being captain for the girls' soccer team. She is part of the AEM Academy and also enjoys filming. Her favorite subject in school is math, although it's a little challenging. She wants to thank her family for always supporting her throughout her high school journey. Priscilla is escorted by Deshaun Swinney. Deshaun Swinney is a junior and a member at his local family church. He enjoys spending time with his friends and family and is happy to serve on the homecoming court this year. Next, we have Princess Catherine Canizales. Catherine Canizales is the daughter of Fredis and Maria Canizales and the oldest sister of Eric and Nathan Canizales. She is excited and honored to be a part of this year's homecoming court for the first and last times. Catherine enjoys listening to music and likes eating all types of foods, but she loves eating Salvadoreño and Mexicano food the most. Her favorite thing to do when she has the chance is go to the movie theaters and hang out with her family and friends. Catherine is escorted by David Solis and is a proud John Muir Mustang student. David is dedicated to his academic performance while having fun. David is involved with a number of activities on campus and within the community and is also a member of John Muir High School baseball. Next is Princess Brianna Gamble. Brianna Gamble is a high-achieving student that maintained a GPA of above 3.5 all throughout her high school career. She not only focuses her attention on her grades, but many extracurricular activities that she does on the side, such as varsity softball, UCLA VIP Scholars Program, a member of the Associate Student Body, student ambassador to the Tournament of Roses, Black Student Union President, and many more. When she graduates, she plans to attend UC San Diego to work on her degree in sociology and minor in African American studies while also playing for the UC San Diego softball team. She is passionate about her family and making them proud in everything she does. It has been her pleasure to serve on Muir's homecoming court. Brianna is escorted by Kevin Vega. Kevin Vega is a senior in the AEM Academy. He is currently holding the position of vice president in the Associated Student Body. He is a proud member of Mentoring and Partnership for Youth Development for 3 years. His mentor, Tecumseh Shackelford, and the MPYD staff have helped him turn his life around since his freshman year. Kevin is an intern in Ideal Youth Incorporated and gives thanks to Mrs. Cardia Pinckney and Mr. Ishmael Trone for giving him an opportunity to be an intern in the program. Kevin plans to attend a 4-year college to pursue a medical degree. His favorite artist is Lorde, and his hobby is writing. Kevin gives special thanks to his father, who raised him as a single parent since he was a very young boy. Kevin appreciates his family and his closest friends. And now the homecoming queen for John Muir High School, Genesis Cruz Bautista. Genesis Cruz Bautista is in the Business Academy and in the Puente program. She is honored to be in the homecoming court of 2019. As a proud Mustang, Genesis is highly involved in the school as she is in Generation Green, National Honor Society, softball, and 6 other clubs. When Genesis' schedule isn't chaotic, she spends time with her friends and family. She is hoping to go to a 4-year college to obtain a medical degree and to minor in forestry and recreation, as she wants to give back to her community every day. Genesis wants to give a huge thank you to her friends and family, but especially her mom, for supporting and motivating her to be the best person she can be. Genesis is escorted by homecoming king Ramon Abrams. Ramon Abrams is a senior out of John Muir High. He is in the Engineering EESA Academy. He is a proud team member of our swim team, who has helped restart his sophomore year, as well as within 6 clubs on campus while still managing time for sports and schoolwork. He plans to attend Oregon State University this upcoming fall. Ladies and gentlemen, the homecoming court for John Muir High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps and join us for the presentation of colors by the Blair High School NJROTC.
JJ and
What up, Corey?
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we salute the United States of America with a singing of its national anthem by the Pasadena High School Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd also like to do a public acknowledgement for Princess Ashley Hackett as a member of the 2019 Tournament of Roses Royal Court, and to the first African-American president of the Tournament of Roses, John Muir Alumni, class of 1978, Gerald Freeney.
You're listening to Redneck.
Long go. What y'all know about it? Man, it's K.A. And you know how I get down.
And now, introducing the John Muir Mustangs and their head coach, Antoine Sims. Number 1, Aron Wilson. Number 2, Jalik Stevens. Number 3, Brian Love. Number 4, Arianas Harrison. Number 5, Chuck Schull. Number 6, David Kennebrew. Number 7, Nick Moore. Number 8, Type Solomon. Number 9, Caleb Snowden. Number 10, John Humphrey. Number 11, John Freeman. Number 12, Amaris Harrison. Number 13, Dylan Ross. Number 14, Mark Anderson. Number 15, Tyron Clark. Number 16, Asa Roberson. Number 17, Donald Humphrey. Number 18, Shandon Pittman. Number 19, Tobias Humphrey. Number 20, AJ Iracheta. Number 21, Alonzo Bailey. Number 23, Richard Lara. Number 24, Adrian Cepeda. Number 25, Diego Resendez. Number 26, Adante Bailey. Number 27, Ildefonso de la Torre. Number 31, Kanai Talet. Number 32, Zir Ramiko. Number 33, Reggie Miles. Number 42, Daniel Morales. Number 50, Jordan Trice. Number 51, Marcus Springer. Number 52, Mike Brown. Number 53, Carlos Ramirez. Number 54, Oren Brady. Number 55, Kamar Watkins. Number 56, Bernardo Brito. Number 57, Nick Garrow. Number 58, Reggie Jackson. Number 59, Good Salak. Number 65, Dante Fisher. And number 99, Jason Alfaro. Ladies and gentlemen, the John Muir Mustangs. And now your Pasadena Bulldogs. Number 1, Caleb Benson. Number 2, Andreas Suling. Number 3, Malachi Langley. Number 4, Akil Andrews. Number 5, Demond Kennedy. Number 6, Jeremiah Hutchins. Number 7, Josiah Kidd. Number 8, Mackay Fox. Number 9, Frank Coleman Jr. Number 10, Daniel Martinez. Number 11, Xavier Harris. Number 12, Nathaniel Morris. Number 13, Ahmad Jolly. Number 14, Romel Veal Jr. Number 15, John Perez. Number 17, Frankie Reyes. Number 18, Keon Hitz. Number 19, Carlos Enriquez. Number 20, Kirobi Parker Pinto. Number 21, Christian Botley. Number 22, Brandon Luna. Number 23, Marquise Mason. Number 24, Fernando Cimental. Number 31, Ruben Duarte Busby. Number 32, Cameron Hughes Taylor. Number 33, Cyan Robertson. Number 34, Jaden Rodell. Number 42, Alex Marinero. Number 43, Antonio Velazquez. Number 45, Jake Young. Number 52, Federico Novo. Number 54, Steven Gomez. Number 55, Gavin Perez. Number 59, Manuel Salazar. Number 64, Austin Coslow. Number 65, Matthew Hernandez. Number 66, Manuel Fernandez. Number 75, William Martinez. Number 77, Diego Robles. And number 99, John Martinez. Bulldog football under head coach Dewan Schamberger. The John Muir Mustangs have won the coin toss but have deferred their decision to the second half. It is Pasadena's choice. The Bulldogs have elected to receive. The Mustangs will be kicking off to the Bulldogs to commence battle for Turkey Tussle 72 here at the Rose Bowl.
Bernardo Brito, offensive guard, defensive tackle, number 56, class of 2019.
Tyron Clark, 15, class of 2019, athlete.
Kalen Bullock, class of 2021, number 2, right receiver, free safety.
Tobias Humphrey, class of 2019, number 19, athlete.
Kamar Watkins, number 55, class of 2020, tackle D-line.
Carlos Ramirez, number 53, class of 2020, D-tackle, tackle.
Chuck Shaw, number 5, class of 2020, backer.
Mike Brown, 52, class of 2019, center.
Shannon Pittman, 18, class of 2021, DN and tight end.
Jordan Trice, number 50, class of 2019, athlete.
Ron Wilson, class of 2019, number 1, wide receiver corner.
Mark Anderson, number 14, class of 2019, defensive end.
Federico Novo, class of 2019, center.
Andre Sullivan, class of 2019, quarterback.
Daniel Morris, class of 2019, tight end.
Zion Robertson, class of 19, fullback.
Frank Coleman Jr., class of 2019, tight end.
Tootie to kick off for the Mustangs. That's Tyke Solomon.
Austin Tussle, class of 19.
Ladies and gentlemen, Turkey Tussle 72 about to be underway. Let's get ready to rumble!
Class of 2020.
And good afternoon. We are at the Rose Bowl for the what the hell? It's the Battle of the Bell. As Pasadena receiving the kickoff and going towards the south goal. Actually, Muir won the toss here for Turkey Tussle 2018, but they deferred. Good to have you with us on the local channel, the school district channel here for Pasadena Unified. My name is Peter Pigskin Hebner, along with the one, the only, the Professor Knox Wasley, our colorful color announcer. Knox, good to have you here on this Indian summer day.
Great place to be here, the Rose Bowl at 11 o'clock in the morning on an absolutely beautiful Southern California day.
Yep.
And I know on January 1st, Eastern College Chamber of Commerce Day, they play very well in the upper Midwest. Another great Pasadena Muir game. Muir won the toss, deferred. They will be kicking off to the north, to the Pasadena in red.
So they're re-kicking it from the 40. Not much of a backup by the kicker. Gets it off. Takes a bounce. Lone man back there scoops it up. Has some room to run with. Right down the middle. Past the first way. Past the second. He's got a hole.
He's gone.
Look out. He's going to go all the way. The field is clean. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. The 10. He's marching in. What a start. And now we have a very, very, very late flag on the thrown on the Pasadena sideline. But as well after the play was over. How about that? Mickey Fox He's a freshman. This guy has scored in every game that he's played. He's 6'3", 220. He's built like a man. He's a freshman, just a pup. Takes it about 90 yards and scoops and scores all the way.
He ran big on the middle return, 6'3", 220. Got a couple of good blocks early. Cut it in there. And
this kid Fox, he was on the...
Okay, it was a touchdown.
Yeah.
Sideline infraction by the overexuberant Pasadena team.
I think they stepped on the field before the play was over.
That's a great place to be. You're going to be off an early 6th lead with practically no time at all off the clock. 12 seconds.
How about that? This kid is one electrifying player, and he is. It's interesting to know that he's going to be here for 4 more years of football on the varsity squad. He was on the junior varsity squad at the beginning of the season. They realized how good he was against the competition he went against. He was promoted and put into the San Marino game and hasn't looked back since. This guy is responsible for the most total yards on the squad. We'll get into the stats later. The kick is good. And the Pasadena Bulldogs in their dress full reds, head coached by Dewan Schomburger, are up 7-0, 12 seconds in, and an electrifying run back by Malachi Fox, and we have got an interesting start.
Very good start. Great run back, good blocking up front. He broke through with that speed.
He saw his lane on that right side and took
as
it.
As a freshman, as a running back, wide receiver, free safety, 6'3", 220. He has a future ahead of him.
A lot on the line for really both schools, both varsity squads here today. Knox, of course, in the Pacific League. These schools play in the Pacific League. Pasadena is 5-4 on the season, 3-3 in the league. Muir is 3-3 in the league as well, 6-3 on their year. Pasadena had a forfeit victory over Hoover a couple of weeks ago. Hoover, the public high school out of Glendale, they had enough players on their squad and everything, but they just the problem was they had a riot on campus, and their punishment was no athletics for that week. So they had a forfeit victory over them, so they really only played 8 games this season. Any player will tell you he wants to play a game and win it the regular way, then take a forfeit victory. And Pasadena will be kicking off.
Kicking off for Pasadena.
And it is just a warm day here today. Not a cloud in the sky. Very slight breeze, and it is bright.
That's Harrison.
Yep. Has some room here. Cuts to the left.
Good coverage.
Room.
Oh, he broke through.
Ooh. Hit him hard right around the midsection and brought him down.
From the 6-yard line.
Nice job.
Good defensive coverage by the kickoff
Now we
team.
have another very late flag, this time on the Muir side. Got knocked down there by Pasadena's number 22, Brandon Luna. Shoot me the moon, Luna, and another flag thrown. What is going on here? Some mouthing off or people stepping on the field or what? You gotta temper that excitement a little bit if you're not on the field.
John Freeman, number 11, class of 2019.
So Muir takes over.
The referee tonight is Alex Castro. We'll get the rest of them listed, but they are already involved on the first 2 plays with penalties.
Head coach is Antoine Sims. He's an alum from the school, graduated in 1998, played the 96 and 97 games as a varsity player. He's a special education teacher here on campus, the only on-campus man on the Pasadena head football coaching staff. We'll get into the rest of them here. So Muir, or on the Muir side, on the Pasadena side, the Muir side, Coach Sims. Left to right, we got the lineman here for you. Carlos Ramirez from Muir, 6'1", 220. He's a junior. Both the tackles are juniors, and Kamar Watkins is the other junior on the right side. The center is Mike Brown, 5'10", 260. He's a senior. And the guards are both seniors. On the left side, the guard is Jordan Trice, 5'10", 215. He was a starter last year on the varsity. And the right guard is Bernardo Brito, B-R-I-T-O, 6'2", 265. He also played mostly a starter last season as a junior in the 17 season. And they're marking it off against the Mustangs.
First and 10 now from the 6-yard line for the Stangs.
Total of 3 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties were called. 1 on Pasadena, 2 on John Muir.
3 unsportsmanlike conduct on 1 play.
Come on a shotgun here. Love puts it up
Quick
on the
screen
flat.
out
It's
here.
caught. Nice grab, and then he gets cuffed down about the 11-yard line. Not bad. Good work there by Muir's number 13. Lucky 13, Dylan Ross with 2 L's and 2 S's in Ross. He's a wide receiver, senior, 6 foot 170. Nice grab.
Number 13, Ahmed Jolly in the reception. Nice safe play to start out there. Get a couple of people out in front of you. Got a quick screen.
2nd and 6 for the Mustangs from the 11.
4-yard gain up at the 11.
Lucky Langley lining up behind the center.
Got a
trips left.
Yep, I got 3 on the left there. You got a tight end. A little bit off the line on the right.
Run
Toss it. This time in the opposite flat.
Isolation screen, a fine
Hit him hard,
play.
hit him low, wasn't about to let him go. Nice job. Stayed on him like glue there. That was the linebacker, no, defensive back man.
Number 10 for
Yeah, number 10 there
Pasadena.
for Daniel Martinez, sophomore, 5'8", 160, makes the stop. As so they push him back 4 yards. They got 4 yards up, 4 yards back. Do-si-do. It's back to 10 yards for the first down again. 3rd and 10. Or 9, we'll call it a long 9. Brian Love, the quarterback. Flags are thrown. Puts it right down the middle. He was open. Look out. Spun around, kept his balance down. He goes it around the 27-yard line.
Infraction of the line.
And Ross comes up snake eyes, but they're going to march this back.
Illegal procedure on the offense.
Yeah.
That'll bring that play back. Let me get the rest of the officials in here now, right while we're at it. Ken James, his umpire, is Alex Castro's referee. Eddie Gaxiola, head linesman. James Thomas, line judge. Angel Aguirre, side judge. Michael Moore, field judge. And Mac Rascone, back judge. You got a full 7-man crew here today.
Antoine Sims been the head coach at Muir since the 15th season. John Hardy was a head coach from 2012, 13, and 14. John Hardy and Ken Howard was before him from 05 to 11. Ken Howard, the head coach's recent history at Muir. All right.
They've come
Third
out with
down
3
and long.
straight
3rd and
passes. This
13.
will be a 4th.
Out of the end zone he goes. It's tossed, it's incomplete, was low, and he had the right idea, just the distance wasn't there. Incomplete is intended for Caleb Snowden. We could use some snow on a day like today. Incomplete, they'll be kicking it away.
What they try to do in the first 2 plays is get the ball to their athletes in space with 2 blockers out in front, and that works fine, except the other team has athletes also. Good reaction, then a good pass down the middle. That time he had good pressure, had to throw an out pass, 10, 15-yard out pass falling backwards. That's hard to do at any level. 4th down.
In the shadow of his own goalpost. Ooh, high snap, look out. We have whistles, and we have flags, and we have whistles.
If you watched the Dodger game last night, they had something like 250 baseballs used and about 150 foul balls. I'm not sure they even kept track after 94 somewhere. We're going to have that many penalties here is the way this starts.
You might be right about it. Yeah, I still remember that 06 game we did on a Thursday night, Knox. I think 1 out of every 3 plays had a flag. This is going back 12 years now. We were on the opposite side in the press box there, and the game started at 7 o'clock and didn't end until 10:50 at night. And if you're a head coach, you know, there's so many things you can't control in football. One thing you can control is errors and mistakes or minimize them, and that's why coaches have gray hairs and no hair.
Get out of there,
oh, look
Pasadena,
out.
get
Hits
out
a few
of there.
guys, but who hit it? Who did it hit? The ball was free. And I think mostly hit the Muir kids. I think it's going to be the
What
Bulldog
you're trained
ball.
to do, if you're not going to get the ball, get the heck out of there. All you can do is cause trouble because the funny ball bounces funny ways, and you should be nowhere near it. If you're not going to fall on the ball, leave. Don't stand around to watch. Nothing good happens. Like nothing good happens after 2 in the morning. Nothing good happens if a punt's rolling around back there.
Don't bet on a lucky bounce. It ain't going to happen is right. So Pasadena, pretty good field position. They're near midfield here. They'll have it at the, let's see, 40.
With an early 7-0 lead.
It's only 54 yards in front of them. Let's get you the front starting 5 there for the pass Bulldogs in their dress
Quarterback
red.
under center. Oh, double wing look. Double wing.
It's going to the right.
Yeah, they're going
guys
straight
with
double
them.
wing, folks.
Nice job. Push forward to about the midfield. And that was Malachi Langley. 6'2", 207. A couple guys involved in that stop for the Muir Mustangs include Tyron Clark, who is one of the both-way players, plays receiver and strong side safety. 5'8", 175, helped make the stop. 7 yards, 2nd and 3. They got the ball a little past midfield here. And they run an inside run here, and you ain't going nowhere. Committee team tackling, they blast him down and hard. That was Ronis Harrison. Harrison listed as a wide receiver, but takes a run this time on the inside.
The idea of the double wing, made famous by the guys they'll think of in a few minutes, set national scoring records by putting the lineman toe-to-toe and putting a wing back on both sides and just running the ball off tackle all night long.
Markham?
It's stunning how successful it was. But if you have good athletes in the team.
3rd and 4, double wing,
here we go. Double wing off the right.
Back.
Off
looking for some room on that
short.
right side, and he's just sealed off by a wave of blue shirts.
If you notice what Muir's doing a defense is more of a split. We always call split 6 look, split 4. Nobody right in the middle, because most of the double wing stuff goes off tackle. That's where the power is. So they're loading up the tackle slots.
Springer and Tyron Clark in on the stop there. They sealed them off pretty well, so Mustangs looking at 4th down and 5, punt formation. Great field position, but really couldn't do much with it, unfortunately, so they'll be booting it away here. Muir's return man is scolding his players up front about some coverage here.
Decent snap.
Ooh, a little pressure, poor punt.
But he got a punt. It is a punt.
Not really near a return man, so they'll take a decent bounce. That'll help.
A great roll there.
Yeah, they got little fortunes there, so they'll down it up at the 14.
There's a saying in golf that the little tiny score box, you can't put the story in there just to score. That netted a pretty good punt.
Yeah.
We won't worry about how I got there. It was
exactly.
a good punt.
They won't get anything for style points, is what you're trying to say, Knox.
Style points.
That's a fancy way of saying it.
And you had us watching all the way, but it turned out just fine. Inside the 15-yard line, no return. Don't give the ball to Muir to return.
So Muir might need a few big plays here because they're starting with the
okay, they're going trips left
position.
again.
They like that wide side for their 3. Out of the shotgun they come. Single back set gets it, has a little bit of room,
That's
and then he
their
runs
first
out.
run of the night, and not successful.
Got
to run
down
occasionally like that, and they tried it. Good, solid street 5-man line. The 5 defensive linemen are right there, and they're playing basically a 5-3.
Jalik Stevens on the run.
To the whites, to the power sides, trip side. They're lining up toe-to-toe in the middle there. They're not going to let them run.
No gain for Jalik. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Similar formation. Love waiting that snap. Fakes the give, puts it down the middle. He's got it open and flat. Pass the linebackers and before the defensive backs, and they close him up shortly thereafter. Not many yards after catch, but a good gain. They're near the 1st down. No, they've got it. They are moving the sticks.
In the old days, you call that play action. Now I guess you call it RPO, run pass option.
Yeah.
Although that was not an option, that was pre-called. But it could be a run, could be a pass. Sometimes it's option. Usually it's pre-called. Certainly at this level.
Pretty play, very well executed.
But it's same ideas. New name, same idea.
I'll give him an A for style points. They go trips right this time to the long side. Love awaits a snap. Got some protection, got some room, slow lane, a quick lane there, but they close the gap pretty quickly. And Pasadena on like flies on rice, man. Big time. Blasted there by a number of guys. By Langley and Amaris Harrison. Whoops, I'm looking at the wrong. By Nathaniel Morris, pardon me, the defensive end, senior, 6'4", 215. Just 1 yard. So Muir doing what they can on the ground. And they're looking at 2nd and long. My guess they're putting it in the air to that left side. Actually, they come with even receivers, 2 and 2. Ball being snapped right from midfield, not the hash marks. They go to the middle again. Nice catch, nice run after catch. He gets outside, he spun around and flung out of bounds.
And they're got a penalty.
He grabbed him on the shoulder. I don't think that's really that.
He didn't need that last throw.
Nice grab.
Very athletic job. Great.
Caleb
Good
Snowden.
job catching the ball and spinning immediately to the outside and just, I'm faster than you are, I'll get to the edge. Got a few extra yards, got caught up, threw him out of bounds. First throw was okay, but he followed through. You get the penalty.
That looked like an excessive play, but I don't think that it was. I mean, he just happened to swing him around the way he hit him. So the Bulldogs are flagged for unsportsmanlike.
But that had style points, as you said. That one had style.
I think it's a poor call. That was.
That could be.
I don't think it was any intent to. So they tack on another 15 yards, so a gain of about over 40 yards on that play. So a big chunk. Muir in good shape here. 6:25 and ticking. They're down 7-0. 1st and 10. Ball at the plus 41-yard line for them. So about a 40-yard gain on that. So I mean, the way he hit him, it kind of looked wild and semi-flagrant, but it really wasn't. It was just the way they knocked into each other. But they throw the flag, so okay. We're not the officials. So what we think Knox doesn't matter.
This is true.
Story of my life. All right, snap taken. And you
Good
ain't going to hit him hard, hit him low, wasn't about to let him go. Down he goes. Jalik Stevens says Malachi Langley. Wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, strong safety, running back athlete.
Wrapped him up well. That's
he
coaching.
cut in behind that very nicely.
Defensive coordinator for Pasadena is Randy Horton, and Horton used to be the head coach here a few years back. on the staff still. They come out of shotgun here on 2nd and 12. 2 yards lost there. The plus 43. Staying as a running back there for them is Shalik Stevens. Love has some protection. Now it breaks down a bit. Look out.
Yeah,
that might have been a hold.
He was.
Bad pass, but that's going to come back. It was quick, but it was flagrant.
Yeah.
It was there. You could see it.
When
Didn't last that long.
I saw him break through, I was watching him with the referee, and had the same angle I had. He was looking at him. Finally, that last grab, he threw the flag.
Yeah, he yanked him pretty good. Yeah. So they'll march it back to 10 yards, and be careful out there. So Muir plaguing themselves with, Muir likes yellow. Of course, that's one of the colors, Knox. Not that kind of yellow.
Yeah, and one guy.
It's raining yellow.
One guy has yellow socks or something, and I always think there's a flag thrown out there. We have 5:34 left in the first quarter at the Rose Bowl at the Turkey Tussle. And Pasadena has a 7-0 lead with that 12-second kickoff return on the opening kickoff.
Been a healthy year for Muir. I was talking to the trainer, Clay Tave, and he was saying that we got 2 guys out. Freeman with an ankle injury. 3rd week he's been out, and injuries to Nick Knorr, wide receiver and tight end as well. So some of the receiving guys are not incomplete.
That was supposed to be a screen left off trips right. They got knocked down. Good job by the line on the other side for Pasadena, bottling him up and not letting him get out there. I think they saw that one coming.
Yeah, they snuffed it out a bit. So with the penalty situations, they got to get all the way down to the, inside the, right about the 20, or pardon me, the 30. So they're looking at, wow, 3rd and 29 at their own 39.
I don't see our Muir band over there. Our drummers. Maybe it's this early morning.
Maybe they're coming up. Maybe they're making a later appearance. Who knows? But I don't see them. Maybe they're traveling with a competition.
It's always part of the fun.
Love looking for the snap. A little better protection this time. Nice bullet down the middle. Ooh, he threaded the needle too between 2 defenders. Nice job. Right in between the hash marks. First down. Well, no, not a first down. Pardon me, but a big gain.
Excellent pass and throw to Ahmed Jolly.
Nice job.
Excellent post pattern in between people. Good high throw. Good catch. Hit hard afterwards.
Dylan Ross. He's been a good target for him this year. He's been pretty reliable. He's got some good hands. Good combination of height, speed, and good hands. So timeout is called. While we have a break here, let's get you the coaching staff here for Muir.
Actually, I had that wrong. Number 13, yeah, there we go, Dylan Ross. Great catch.
Yeah, he's had a good year for him. I should say Pasadena head coaching staff. Hey, Randy Horton's the defensive coordinator. He's an alum. Freddie Barnes, he played in the big game in 11 and 12, 2011, 2012. He's the defensive lines coach. Got to be him. Gave me some great information before the game began. Nice guy. Linebackers coach Horton. He's also an alum. I'm not sure when he graduated. Secondary coach Arnes Eichner. Secondary coach. Played in the big game in 06 and 07. Special teams coach for Pasadena Bulldogs in red, Duke Kingsbury. Love that name. Sounds English. Offensive line coach, he's also an alum, Dave Henderson. The special teams, or I should say the offensive backs and running backs are really a joint venture. It's a committee coaching situation for Pasadena, not just one man. And quarterbacks coach is Stephen with a PH in the middle, Ramos. And the wide receivers coach is actually Schomburger himself, and of course he is his own offensive coordinator. Most head coaches, of course, are usually their own OC or DC, one or the other. 4th down and 8 yards to go. A little bit too far out for a field goal, a little bit too close in for a punt. That's no man's land. They're going for it, putting it up. Look out. Ooh, it's tipped away.
Good defense.
Very nice job there by number 11. Wow, Pasadena Xavier Harris, the X-Man. Plays the role of the X-Men, and he knocks it down. And the Pasadena Bulldogs will take it over on downs. Protecting their 7-0 lead. Very nice job. They're hanging with the Muir Mustangs this season. And that traditional Muir speed that we usually see, we've seen it a little bit, but they've stayed with them. Muir is a smaller school, only about 860 kids, and Pasadena about almost 1,500. So there is a imbalance of number of kids are drawing talent from. Muir much smaller. 1st and 10. At the 39-yard line of their own. Down the middle they go, not much there. Just about half of the guys on the field involved in that pile up there. Wow.
2nd down.
A couple guys. 15 on the stop there. That was Pasadena's Cyan Robertson. Tyron Clark, and also Chuck Shull, S-H-U-L-L. Inside linebacker junior, helped make the stop. Not before the Bulldogs got 6. Coming out of their double wing again, single back. There's a pitch. Man on the right drifts to the left, but they are wreaking havoc in the backfield, and the outside stuff is not working. Down he goes.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be outside. That's supposed to be off tackle. The man who started that primarily was a guy named Don Markham. Died recently.
Yeah.
He was a cop in L.A., and he was actually on the scene of the Sharon Tate murder.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, and then he went on. He got out of the cop business. That was too much.
I got the chance to announce a game. You weren't with me. I was alone back in '94 when he was a coach at Bloomington. It was like a well-oiled machine.
It was the best thing you've ever seen. There were others who worked on that.
They stayed on the field the whole time practically. Nice toss here. It's caught almost with one arm. He's shoved out of bounds there a couple yards after the grab, but nice catch. He was just a little bit off target, but he pulled it in.
But they
set by the receiver.
They set national scoring records and never threw a pass. But they were tighter splits. They were toe-to-toe, foot-to-foot. They weren't the little splits here. It can be run. The guy at Tustin ran it. There's some guys out of Whittier coaches who had a lot to do with it. Markham was the poster boy. He made it nationally known. Then he went to Lusinger, I believe, after that.
Frank Coleman on the grab there. He's a tight end, senior. Nice job by him. As he's got it there. It is 4th down and about 2 yards. Ball at the 47 of their own. Keep it on the ground, off to the right side. He trundles forward, and he gets it. And
good
about
run.
5 yards, they needed 2. Langley, the CIA man Langley pushes him out to the 1st down. Gain of about 5 there. Again, good committee team tackling there by Muir. Again, it's usually not just one guy in on the stop there for the Muir Mustangs today. It's usually taking 2 or 3. But they're getting it done. Clock ticks here, 3:17 and going in the 1st quarter. Again, passing it up 7-0.
Quarterback is Andreas Schelling. 6'3", 210, co-captain.
Yeah, he's from Europe. We'll get into his story in a bit. Nice outside run there, still on his feet, keeps his balance, and just steps out of bounds more than really getting hit.
Almost an extra hit out of bounds, not quite though.
Nice job by Becky Fox, Freeman, and Wilson on the stop. And more yellow is littering our field. Ah, boy, holding call against pass. They're going to march that back. Quarterback Soling, S-O-L-I-N-G, coming in this game, 81 for 136 attempts. He's completing just about 60% of his passes, averaging 13 yards, a little over 13.5 yards per catch. He's got 12 touchdowns on the season, 9 interceptions he's thrown. His longest pass of the year is 66 yards, and he's averaging about 58 yards a game. And he's also had about 14 runs for 35 yards, averaging 2.5. He only runs when he has to. Staying
good
with him
speed
on the outside, but not quite. We finally drag him down behind, but not before the damage is done. Scampers off to his own side there. Nice job there by on the outside run there by number 3 for Pasadena, Malachi Langley once again.
Fine
senior.
run. The other guy was fast. He was faster. He beat him to the edge. Just a straight power speed. Just beat him.
18 yards for Langley. How about that? Major shot in the arm there for the Pasadena Bulldogs. Maintaining possession and getting into enemy territory here. Aaron Wilson was on the stop. Aaron, I like the way he spells his first name, A-R-R-O-N. Not the usual way. We are looking at 2nd and 5. We try to go that outside again.
Nowhere to go there. Good defense.
By 2 or 3. Once again, passes Sion Robertson. And a couple guys. Humphrey and John Humphrey and Caitlin Bullock in on the crush. Maybe a yard, really, maybe half a yard. It'll be 3rd down, money play here. 3rd down and 5 yards to go at the plus 41-yard line. They stay in there, double wing. That's what they want. They're going to the air, puts it up short. It's caught. Oh. Lyman actually right near the receiver, strangely enough, and down he goes. He's near the 1st down, but I think a touch short in my view.
Interesting little screen, sort of turn-in stick pattern by the wingback. He delayed. Lineman blocked downfield practically. That's you're quick enough. It's legal.
Hutchins was Hutchins on the catch there. Nice job by him. And Hutchins on the season, 52 catches, 549 yards coming in. His longest is 65 yards. He's got 6 touchdowns on the season in only 6 games. And he's averaging about 10.5 yards per catch and about 91, 92 yards per game in receiving. That's pretty impressive for a high schooler.
First man ahead. Good job by the defensive line.
Crushed. Wow.
They held him. It'll be a big turnover. Again, with 1:29 left in the first quarter, Pasadena just gave up the ball, but it leads 7-0.
So defenses have answered the call here today. Again, the only difference we've had is that is the returned kick at the beginning of the game. Other than that, it's been a relatively even game with the fight on the field. And Muir finally with some decent field position. This is their best of the day at their own 31. They'll be or at their own 36. They'll be snapping it. And here we go. So Brian Love out of shotgun this time, about 5 yards back. Double split receivers, no tight ends. Look out! Nobody picked him up. He eludes the rush though. Nice job. And he's got some open space here. He's gonna run it. Wanted to leaping over downfield defenders in a single bound, and out of bounds he goes. Nice job. He improvised. I think he was intending to throw it, and he saw the people were covered. Didn't want to throw a bad pass. Nice job by Brian Love. Love the way he scampered there, Knox.
A tremendous unimpeded rush by the defensive end, but he was able to elude him and get everybody else and got a good gain out of that.
Another look. You saw the log jam right there, and off he goes. Nice job by him, and leaps over the defender to get an extra couple yards. I give him a Major League A for effort and accomplishment both. We're looking at 2nd down and 2. Any coach will take 8 yards on 1st down. If you're a tight end on the fumble, look out, mishandled it, but he gets it back. Keeps his balance, scampers to the right.
One block right there.
What a block that was, man. He took him out
and he's going to call him on him.
Wow, but the flag is thrown.
It wasn't from behind.
It wasn't.
You'll see it as well as we do. You probably saw it.
Block.
It wasn't from behind, but it was on the side, and they threw the flag. The man didn't see him coming.
Yeah, he was.
Personal foul.
Yeah, he didn't know it was happening. I think it was 88 that got knocked into.
Notice he did not call clipping.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
He was a big kid. I think it might have been 55. Maybe Kamar Watkins. One of the linemen.
Number 11.
With 2nd and 28.
Yeah, I believe it was him that laid the block. All right. So again, a couple steps forward, a couple steps back with the mistakes here today. Good protection, puts on a nice deep spiral. Look out, he's open, but he overthrows him. Oh, had the right idea just out of his reach. He had the speed for it, just a little too much juice on the pass there. Incomplete. Was intended there for Rhinus Harrison.
And he beat Nikhil Andrews. He had a step or two on him. But that's the way that's a great way to throw it.
Yeah.
Throw it high, out front. Your guy gets it or nobody. Good route, good run by the receiver.
Everything was in place.
And a good pass.
Yeah.
It was a good pass.
It was just too much. Incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and long, 3rd and 28. We've seen a lot of thirds.
If nothing else, that will back off the quarterbacks a bit. Penalty, too many people on the too many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, illegal participation. That's what that arm in the front means. And a guy couldn't get off the field. They had 12 men on the field.
Technically, it's an illegal substitution, and you gotta pay attention to that stuff. The physical errors are going to happen to a certain degree, but mental stuff, the coaching stuff from the sidelines, you gotta.
Years ago when I did Pasadena, we used to have a standing joke about their punt team. It was either 10 or 12, rarely 11. It was either one or the other. I even knew the coach. We kind of laughed a couple times about that later.
This day and age, maybe the kid was on his phone.
Yeah, well,
on the sidelines.
or the special teams coach.
Shotgun snap. He has protection.
Going
really
deep
nice.
again.
He puts it up deep. He has the time. He's got the guy open. Look out! Oh, hits him in the hand. Just couldn't get his body behind it. Again, the right idea. That was intended. Wow, for Aaron Wilson. Aaron did all he could to get open. I'll give an A for effort there. Yep. He really did. He just couldn't get his body behind it. He almost had a chance at it, but
a good throw, long throw.
Hit the ground, yeah.
Unfortunately, he let him a little bit, made him change direction. If he led him a little bit more to the center, it might have been a better play. Good route again, good run, decent coverage, not bad, and he did help break it up. Because as soon as he touched it, it knocked his other arm off. Pretty good play all around, incomplete pass. Muir, with 55 seconds left in the first quarter, trailing 7-0, is punting from their own end zone.
So Hutchins, the leading receiver on this team, as I mentioned, and for the
good punt.
Returning duties here, waits for it. He's got some time.
40-yard line.
Dukes will move to that right side, and the first guy stays with him and gets him, and the rest come in and the rest of the wave crush him to the ground. Down he goes, but still decent field position. They've got it past their own 40. It was a decent punt, but of course, Muir relatively deep at their own end. So, again, a part of this, we got 45 seconds left here in the first quarter, 7-0 pass. The Bulldogs. And one of these things, I mean, eventually you're going to see maybe a field position become a factor in this game because Muir is so deep and Pasadena is so
we
good.
haven't been in Pasadena side at all.
Yeah.
Barely.
So they've had the advantage of good starts here as far as where they are, but they got to take advantage of it.
Yeah, their defense has played well for Pasadena.
Yeah, they've had a good game so far. They've had fewer penalties than Muir has certainly, and if they can keep that to a minimum, they have a good chance here today. Look at this, just a massive pile of football playing humanity in red and blue down there. Even though both schools are in their dress homeschool uniforms, varsity uniforms, it's the gate. The gate is Pasadena's. This is the Pasadena home game. They have the majority of their home games in the latter half of the season, and no gain there. Miles and Trice in on the stop there for Muir. Gain of about a long 4. Ball smack dab on midfield there. 2nd and 5, we'll call it. Taking a little time at the line there is Soling. Call timeout. Or no, pardon me, that's the end of the first quarter. And Andreas Soling, a little story about him. I learned that he was born here in the United States, went with his family to Europe. I think it was Amsterdam. He lived there for a while, and then he wanted to play football, and in part, not the entire reason why they came back to the United States and came back to San Gabriel Valley. He was born out here. Was he wanted to play American football. Came back to Pasadena, registered at Blair High School a number of years ago. As soon as he got there, Blair let go of the program. They expunged it. Not enough interest or not enough good coaches or what have you. That's a shame. That does happen every now and then with schools. And then, of course, being in this school district, he got to attend Pasadena. And so he's of European blood, but when it comes to American sports, that's where his love is. The great sport of American football on the gridiron. So he has passport, will travel, but will play. And Soling's had a pretty good season for these guys. He's, when you're a 60% pass completion quarterback, that's pretty good. You can't complain about that.
All right, here we go. Second down and 5.
And
second quarter, here we go.
Last week, they lost a tight one, Pasadena did, to Burroughs High School, the public high school out of Burbank. Of course, they're in the Pacific League, one of the few leagues left in the Southland Knox that is still 8 schools large. Years ago, that was a standard. Now it's the rarity. 2nd and 6 here, going towards the north goal. Look out, some outside running room here, and he's just kind of chased out of bounds. Out he goes there. It was number 8, Malachi Fox. And again, Fox, this freshman kid, he has got, let's see here, where is he? Fox's yardage on the season here. Let's see here. He's played 7 games of the 9. He's 31 for 475 yards. Hasn't had a lot of touches this year, but mocked, he's averaging over 15 yards a carry. That is beyond stratospheric.
Yeah, that is remarkable.
As you know. He's averaging only 68 yards a game because they don't give it to him that much because they use him in other fashions with special teams and with passing. And he's averaging, and his longest play from the year this year for the pass has been 80 yards. Down the middle they go.
Second down.
Talking to Antoine Sims yesterday at the quarterback club, Pasadena Quarterback Club, where we had the University of Utah athletic director, and I asked him about today's game, and he said he expected Pasadena to run the ball a lot and then occasionally try to go deep, try to go long routes. They haven't done that yet. They're sticking to the run game. It is not a conducive to long passing with this formation.
Yep, you're right about that. Malachi Langley in the previous play.
They're having some success.
They go off tackle to the left on this time. That's Malachi Langley once again. It was 3rd and about a long 3, call it 4. I think they're short.
And I'd say the key to today's game, besides the beginning kickoff return, is Pasadena defense. They played pretty well.
So they are short. Might have gotten half a yard, but they're in staying forward formation, going forward formation, I should say, because again, it's at the 34. If you try to kick it, it's going to be about a 50-yarder or so. And they're staying on the field because it's 4th and short. Don't blame him. He rolls to the right, the long side, puts it up, but it's low. Had the right idea, but just too low, incomplete. Was intended for Mikhail.
It's well covered. Trying to play action, roll-out type pass. Good coverage. Nowhere to go with it.
Oh, pardon me, that was 3rd and 4. Forgive me, I thought it was 4th and 4. My mistake. I misread the.
It'd be a 50-yard field goal. You're right. If it's on 33, you figure 17 more. with the 10 yards, the goal post in the back, and 7 yards for the snap.
Yeah, kind of a tall order for high schoolers.
Yeah,
so they're going to go for it, and I don't blame them. A lot of coaches, some coaches will just play the odds beyond the plus 45-yard line no matter what it is. Well, a lot of them will just go for it.
In the old days,
more than they used to.
The old days, you could do that. You could kick like this, and if it missed, you into the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
They changed that rule at all levels.
Puts it up. Oh, right down the middle. Ooh, bounces off
the old
his body.
circle route over the middle, incomplete pass.
And we've got words that Andreas is Danish, the quarterback there.
Not Dutch, Danish.
My mistake. Still Northern Europe. Incomplete, just kind of bounced off his pads too quickly there. Sometimes that'll, when it's off target, it's hard to handle, as I can see right here. Boom. Just a touch off target, and that was not a catch. Yeah, a day like today, you don't expect late October. Of course, all these schools are starting their season so much earlier with the extra rounds of playoffs and state championship games and all those things they have now. But most of the schools, not all of them, started as early as August 17th.
And we were talking about that yesterday.
Ridiculous.
We all,
Love on the shotgun snap. Gives it to.
You're right. This is the last week of regular high school, so they'll have to. CIF will have to pick up the seeds and league everybody with that. What they do at the end, they weight everybody at different weightings, gives them not by league anymore.
Yeah,
it's all the rest of it.
These two schools are a perfect example. They're in the same league in different divisions.
Yeah, and they may not make it.
Yeah,
because Arcadia has just come out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and they beat a good Crescenta Valley team. Crescenta Valley's run this league for a while.
Second and 10.
And Glendale, we hope, can stay in the league.
Yeah, I know.
Because Hoover's they're having trouble at the school.
Yeah.
They're having trouble in the team.
Complete pass, they stopped his motion.
They've had to cancel forfeit 2 games.
Yeah,
not enough players. Various fights and things going on up there. And last night they were supposed to play Glendale. I don't know if they did or not.
Yeah.
My observation was neither team wants that one canceled because that's the one game either one can win. Right now they're not doing too well football-wise.
Yeah.
So a lot of things going on.
Romel Veal in on the stop.
But one of them
there
is that early scheduling.
Yeah. Romel Veal Parmesan on the stop on that one. And 5 yards were gained on that short toss on the outside. 3rd down and 5 yards to go. Money play here for the Stangs. They're still looking for their first points of the game here on this sunny Saturday afternoon, the 27th.
Ryan Love with the snap.
Ryan Love takes
it.
Gives
it
looking
inside.
for a hold down the middle. He's got to hit him hard, hit him low. Nice, good, clean hit around the shins and the ankles. Down he goes. And that was, again, Jalik Stevens. Nice job. And
okay, they're going to try a speed up to see if they get something going here.
So we're looking at 4th down. And going for
Somebody moved.
Flags are thrown and whistles are blown. We got our first dead ball, our second dead ball foul of the day. We're looking at about 4th and 3. And the Bulldogs are offside, and the Muir Mustangs got what they wanted. They drew them off, and they'll get the first down by way of the penalty. They'll take it any way they can get it.
Yeah, there's first down by run, first down by pass, first down by penalty. They all count.
They all count, and the drive stays alive here.
Or as they say often, an unforced error.
There you go. Get you the lineman there for Muir, Carlos Ramirez, Jr., 6'1", 220. Jordan Treese, Sr., is the left guard. Center is Mike Brown. Bernardo Brito is your right guard, and the right tackle is Kamar Watkins. The tackles are juniors, and all the rest are seniors. Timeout by Muir. Pasadena season 5-4, 3-3. They could win today and not make the playoffs because they're in Division 9, and it had to be a bureaucrat knocks at design this whole thing with different divisions, and you're in the same league.
Actually,
it used to be divisions, 5 leagues, top 3 make it, 1 at large, playoff 16. It was simple. Keep it simple.
But I agree, except teams often, the first round games were awful.
That's true.
The best against the worst.
Yeah, there was one too many rounds of playoffs.
Interesting statistic on the year so far. Muir has scored 300. They have a 6-3 record. 308 points for, 137 against. Well over 2-1. Pasadena only has 178 points and have given up 256. So the defense has really been hurting, but not today, not this defense.
Yeah, they're looking sharp today. They really are.
They're shutting out Muir.
They'll probably eventually get burned for one major long pass here today because they got the ability to do it. Muir does, and they've come close. So I'll imagine they'll connect on something like that. But the Muir will be the big play team today, I'm sure, and pass, keep it on the ground. And they keep it on the ground. Muir does in this case. Kind of loses his balance around the 44-yard line. Stevens kind of loses his balance.
They're not moving the Pasadena line. The Pasadena Lions bottom them up every time.
Yeah, they're
they
getting
have
their
some
share.
success
Daniel
passing.
Morris on the stop, defensive end. So they're just shy of the 50, I think. Yeah, about 48-yard line. No, actually, pardon me, 45-yard line of their own. Looking at second down, and we'll call it a short 10, a long 9.
Sounds. Wait a minute. I hear the band. I hear the.
There you go. Double split receivers here. Has some time to set his feet. Puts it up. Ooh, he got knocked, but the ball was in the area. That was a clean hit.
Oh,
they throw the flag. Nah, he was. The timing was good on that one. They're too flag happy
He got
today,
there
in my
early.
view.
Long way for me. Looked to me like it was simultaneous.
I thought so.
Apparently not. Assuming it's a straight PI.
Again, you can't knock the player before the ball gets in the area. I thought the ball was in the area,
Pass
but again,
interference.
I'm
Well,
not
no,
an official.
area is not the right word until he touches it.
That's true.
And that must have been area. He was right there.
Dylan Ross was the intended receiver. And
another first down by
complete
penalty.
pass, but there you go, another one, and we have got Muir marching ahead, 15 yards. Good shot in the arm for them. They're at the plus 40-yard line. They have 7:52 to work with here, plenty, obviously, in the first half. 7-0 Pasadena. It's the Dogs and the Stangs. The Battle of the Bell, 2018. Puts it up, look out, he's got open, a man open. Oh, just stretched beyond his, oh man, he was open. He had his man beat by a step at least. Oh, that was intended for Aaron Wilson and the Muir staff. They want that one back like a big dog, but not a bulldog.
It was a great route, great pass.
It was. They're going to connect on one of those pretty soon.
As a receiver, you just got to find a way to get there.
Yeah.
It was just a little bit too far.
Just a little. Too much juice on those throws. Oh, man.
But that's the way to do it. That was a good pass.
2nd and 10.
And a very good route. He had him beat on that post by 2.5 steps.
That was an interesting play. At the 40 again, 2nd and 10. Long side to left where they got their 3 receivers. Drops deep, puts
Screen
it up,
right.
out in the flat. It's caught. One guy misses him, keeps his balance. And he gets kind of shoved out of bounds more than tackled by a couple of guys.
First guy missed him but slowed the play down.
Nathaniel Morris
knocked him off balance. That was a good play.
Also swarming nearby there was, for Pasadena, was Akil Andrews, AA. Not bad. So ball's at the 38-yard line. Yeah, just about the 38, so we'll call it about a short, a long 8 yards to go. About a yard and a half was netted on that play. So they stay with the 4 receiver set. 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. Puts it up, incomplete.
Supposed to be a quick out. Receiver didn't quite read it the same way. Quarterback just immediately looked.
Intended man.
He was trying to run a number 4 over there, it looks like. Was trying to run a quick out.
One interesting stat for the Pasadena Bulldogs this season is they've had 12 fumbles in their 9 games. That's not a small number, but they've only lost 4, so they really have been in the plus department on turnovers. They really haven't hurt their cause with turnovers this year, and that's always good to see.
Everyone hurts, though.
Yeah. So majority of the penalties in the first quarter went to Muir. The majority of the penalties in the second quarter here going to Pasadena, so they're swapping mistakes. And they take a bounce.
Job.
Very nice. Down to the 2.
Well played, well kicked.
On the bounce. Very nice job.
Down to the 3-yard line. We have 6:58 left in the first half.
So Pasadena.
7-0 Pasadena.
The standings coming into this game last week of the season. Of course, Arcata 6-0 in the league, 7-2 overall. Burbank 5-1 in the league, 6-3 overall. Cusana Valley 5-1 as well, 8-1 on the season. The best mark for any school out of the Pacific League. Muir and Pasadena both at 3-3. Muir 6-3 overall. Pasadena 5-4. Burroughs out of Burbank, the public high school in Burbank, 2-4, 2-7. Hoover and Glendale both 0-6 going into this week. Of course, they played yesterday. I didn't see the paper yet or the any web information. And both of them 1-8 on the seasons.
Great play. Great defense.
Wreaking havoc. Did they get it? Did they throw him back in the end zone?
No, they did not.
But loss of yardage.
A great charge by, looked like the left of the 4-5-man line.
Chuck Shaw
charged on the left side. Probably pulled the guard and he ran right behind him.
Pushed him back about a yard and a half. Then they got it at the 1 yard line. Chuck Shaw was the main perpetrator on that play. Snuffed it out nicely.
Good defensive read.
So Schomburger, head coach Schomburger, also the offensive coordinator, calls a timeout, wants to talk to his troops. And this is a coach that works pretty hard. I mean, he's, a lot of people don't realize head coaching, just how much is involved and what you got to deal with.
And a lot of it's not football.
Exactly. You couldn't have said it better. took the words right out of my brain. You know, you're a mentor to these kids. You know, they got personal problems. They're coming to you as a counselor. You got to make sure their grades are good. You got to make sure they're going to class. You got to deal with the equipment issues. Of course, one thing you can't control is injuries. You're dealing with politics. You're dealing with parents, eligibility, and all kinds of administration things. You got to make sure people's paperwork is in place. You know, a lot of times a team or a school might use an ineligible player that didn't really have anything to do with the team winning.
Yeah, you also got to deal with parents and make sure they do the right thing for the kids, because they may think they're doing the right thing for the kids, and it may be against the rules. There's a lot of things you have to do. You got to raise some money, enough money to pay for various things. You got to get out, meet the public, and occasionally get a chance to coach football.
Yeah, you're the face of the program, and if you really want to just enjoy coaching, just be an assistant coach. You go on the field for 3 hours and you go home. Yep, they're keeping on the ground down the middle between the guards here.
Got 3 or 4
flag is thrown
yards
before the play ends. Probably something against Muir because it was on the defensive side.
Thrown in there by the umpire. Right in behind, that would be Ken James. Find the white hat out there.
Tyson Ramirez in on the stop. I think it's against the Stangs.
Personal foul.
One of the captains kind of just
hitting.
Body language is like, oh,
contact.
Not again. So they're marching.
Hit him in the head, helmet. I think it was helmet contact. I think that's what it was. Alex Castro again, the referee.
Carlos Ramirez is just kind of reacting. I don't know if he was the perpetrator or if he was just the captain being informed on the penalty, but he's the one that expressed his frustration and disbelief. First down by way of the penalty, so little breathing room here for the Mustangs in red. Off they go to the right side here, not much there. Linebackers and defensive line then converge. Langley in on a stop.
At the University of Utah athletic director yesterday, he said, we got 500 athletes at University of Utah. He said, you know where I have the most concussions? Soccer.
I believe it, heading the ball.
And now, that doesn't mean the soccer ones are worse than the football.
3 yards on that play.
But the football ones may be worse, but there's more of them.
Right.
And there are also statistics. He didn't have these because he doesn't have women's soccer, men's soccer. I mean. But women's soccer has even more than men's soccer.
I see.
But it may not be as serious as football, so don't let me take my words out of context.
On
Good hard run by number 3, keeping his feet going. Malachi, again, 6'2", 207, using all that weight and speed and vectoring and momentum. Good
Langley
run.
coming in this game, he only played in 5 games, 61 dashes, 51 touches coming in this game, 301 yards, averaging 60 yards a game. Averaging 5 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns on the season. His longest run of the season, 23 yards. Langley. So no gain on that one. It'll be 3rd and 7. They're taking their time out of the huddle here. Better hustle to the ball here. Let's get to the lineman. I don't think I have done that for Pasadena just yet. Will Martinez is your senior on your right tackle. Right guard is Gavin Perez. Going to the right side this time with some room. They got him on the waist, and first guy slows him. The rest of them come in for the kill. John Humphrey and Daniel Martinez in on the initial stop. Humphrey, the main guy, was carried there by number 33, Sion Robertson. Will Martinez is your right tackle. Gavin Perez, your right guard. Center snapping the football. He's a senior. Fred Novo. He's a sophomore. He's the pup on the line there. Diego Robles Jr., JV is a sophomore, and the right tackle is Steven Gomez. He's a junior, and he's a returning starter. Played all last year as a soph.
Yep, that's the double wing playbook. Get the wing back, take a step back, drop a step sort of motion, more vertical back and a little bit to the side, and just pick it up and run. It turns into a power, the old 47 hand, just power handoff off tackle and load everybody up through it. Works, they're just pounding, and it's been very successful. Doesn't look like it should be, but it is.
Especially if we didn't have that many penalties, the first half will probably be over.
Also,
with the amount of runs we've seen here
their
today.
Fullback is deeper than the original.
Yeah. Give it to the up man. This is
he
Robertson
didn't
once
back
again.
line of scrimmage.
And he's immediately fighting off guys in blue, and they already blow the whistle.
In the original Don Markham, Bloomington, Tustin stuff on that, the fullback was extremely close to the quarterback and back. There was a cute inside name for that, but which we'll go without naming here. But if you know somebody, you ask them sometime. But it were right up behind the center. That made that fullback pop so fast. You couldn't even see him coming. This is deeper like a normal standard T formation since the Bud Wilkinson days of the 50. This is the standard. But it used to be the full double wing is up close. And he's got to turn upfield.
Here, trying to turn the corner. Can't really quite do it for yardage.
Fullback has to turn upfield and create the lane. the fullback looked like he was the runner. You've got to cut up and create up there, and you create the hole. On something like that, you're the fullback. You don't float them out. You cut it up.
Ramirez and Roberson. Asa Roberson, cornerback, junior, made the stop, brought him down. That was, again, Andrews on the dash here. Akil Andrews. Andrews coming in this game, only played 6 games this year, 42 dashes, 184 yards on the season, not one of the bigger gainers. Averaging 4.4 carry and 31 yards a game. The longest of the year is 87 yards. He's got a touchdown this season.
Good rush.
Punting, big rush there, gets it away, though, but just barely. A good angled punt there to keep it away from the return man, and it bounces out of bounds nicely, so there's no return. Muir will still have decent field position just past their own 40.
A good defensive rush on that punt. We have a 7-0 game. Could you imagine that? Pasadena and Muir, 7-0, 2:50 left in the first half.
I wonder if it'll still be warm enough for these guys to go to the beach after the ball game is over, Knox. Where else but Southern California and LA County and Orange County?
I'm going to drive by Dodger Stadium and see if that game's still going on. It lasted 18. I did see the last hit.
I went to the Utes UCLA game. First time I was ever here for UCLA game last night.
That
saw
must
that
have
game.
been fun.
Cheered on my Utes and got home with my cousin. He lives just down the street here, a little bit east of here, and we watched the rest of the ball game, the World Series. It was a good night for sports and a good day for sports here. And a little getaway for me, football and baseball. Tosses it in the flat. It's caught. Nice angled throw. Good catch. A couple yards after the grab. He's turfed there by a couple guys. Nice grab there did a good job of getting his body behind it. Caleb Snowden, main perpetrator in the play there for the Pasadena Bulldogs. Xavier Harris, the X-Man.
Xavier Harris, ball at the 49.
They push it up to the 49-yard line. Yeah, let's see which 49 are they at. Are they at their own? Yeah, own 49-yard line, second down and 1 yard or so. Love chatting with his guys back there, a little communication. Waits a snap. Going to put it in the air on
good
rush.
One.
Second
good
and 1.
Step
Puts
up.
it up. Nice spiral
good
pass.
Throw.
He's got it. But look out! Oh, just batted away at the last moment. What a great defensive play. Give a gold star. Wow. To Nicholas Benson. He just got in there right at the right moment. That was on target.
That was the fine play all around. Good defensive rush.
Wow.
Good job by the quarterback to step up and threw it not in full stride. But that's a good athlete who can do that. Put it on target. He was open. Good closing by the defensive back.
He just got
made it up, and the defensive back made the play. Good play all over the place.
We have seen some exciting incomplete passes here today, Knox.
Yes, you have. As opposed to our usually exciting no gains.
It's been a fun one, even though it's been only 7-0. Short snap, or shotgun snap, gives it.
Good
running
tackle.
Left to right. Hit him hard from behind. Nice job there.
Daniel Martinez made a good hit to bring him down.
He did. He's only a sophomore, 2'5", 160, kind of light, but he packs a lot of punch. Nice job by him. But they only needed 1 yard for the first down, and they got it. Got about 1.5 yards. We're inside 2 minutes. 1:49 and ticking. I think, let's see, they've got, PHS has got 3 timeouts left.
Not quite first down. Good downfield cut.
Kind of a misdirected run there. Boris. Nathaniel Boris in on the stop, main guy. 8 yards, 2nd and 2, puts it up, it's caught, first down is there. Nice yardage after grab. 2 guys sandwich him down to actually 3.
Good button hook
by Frank
Pearl.
Coleman.
Look in pass, take your
Coleman.
names.
I need a lantern for my camping trip. As you had, let's see here, whoops, not Coleman. 9, Caleb Snowden. I got the wrong roster, forgive me. And Xavier Harris and Romeo Veal Parmesan on the stop. First down though, 1st and 10, they got about 8 or 9 yards. They only needed 2, keeping it on the ground, down the middle. Wave attackers come in there and bury him early. Down he goes at around the 32, not bad defensive pressure there by the Dogs. As they knock down Muir's Brian Love. So they're inside a minute. I don't think Muir's got any timeouts to stop it. Pasadena looks like they got all 3 timeouts, but they're not going to call it. Mustangs better
basically
high gear.
4 or 5 defensive line.
Look out. Timeouts. They're going to probably put it up for good breakup. He did break it up. Oh man, the receiver had a shot at it even after it was tipped by the defender. Once again, that was Nicholas Benson.
Excellent defensive coverage, but even with that, the ball almost popped into his arms.
Well, so far, he's my defensive player of the game. certainly in the secondary. So that stops the clock. You know Muir's going to put it up because they're good at passing. They're going to connect on one of these here pretty soon, I would imagine.
Yeah, they've been right at it.
And they got to be able to stop the clock because they don't have any timeouts.
He can throw the ball downfield, too.
You're not going to see him run a running play here. Third down, 10 yards to go. Yeah, you got to get the first down, but if you do and you don't get the touchdown, you better get out of bounds. So my chances are they're going to throw it to the sideline.
Pasadena timeout. Pasadena.
Yeah. The Bulldogs in their dress reds called timeout, and
timeout called by Pasadena.
Take a bit of a breather here. I'm sure they're going through water like it's water here today. It's a warm day, man. It's in the 80s here in late October. So we have a chance here. The Pasadena season, they were at San Marino. First game of the year, they lost 42-7 at Maranatha. Home game against Maranatha High School, just down the road, won 14-12. Big victory for them, a bit of an upset. At Pioneer High School in LA County, down towards Whittier area. Lost a heartbreaker 30-28. At Glendale, their first league game, won big 48-7. Pretty much everybody beats Glendale. At Crescenta Valley, gave them a game, but lost control of it late, 47-28. Hosted Burbank High School, lost 52-14. Burbank's had a good year, not a great year. At Hoover, the forfeit victory. Hoover kids penalized because of the school riot, unfortunately. And Arcadia and Burroughs, 2 home games in a row the last 2 weeks. Arcadia lost 38-14, and Burroughs, they beat them 35-32 in a barn burner. And that's been the Pasadena season. 5 wins and 4 losses, and again, one of them a forfeit victory.
Yeah, team to watch this year has been Arcadia.
The Apaches. I forget what colors they are. I don't even know.
Good call. Don't know.
That one I don't remember. I remember doing Apaches game versus Monrovia back in 1987 at Monrovia. That's the only time I've seen him play. Rolling out, putting it up. Love, he's got a man open.
Play.
Very nice play. Caught it. His angular momentum took him out of bounds. Didn't get hit. Gets out of bounds. Gets
Very
the first
professionally
down.
done.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Ran the good out pattern.
Exactly what
took
they
his
needed.
time, caught the ball, threw it on the run, threw it leaning forward as you're supposed to, not throwing backwards.
A major
threw it
league
on there,
grab.
fell out of bounds. Good play.
Gains about 16 or 17 yards on that. They move the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. 28 seconds to work with, so you can bet they're going to take shots to the end zone. Keep it in the air. No reason to run it. They've got no timeouts. Double split receivers. Here they come out of the shotgun. That's what they've stayed in all day. Look out. Putting it up in the near corner here. Look out. He leaps to get it. Is it inbounds? They say no.
It's 2 feet.
He made the catch, but they say he was not in bounds. Wow. Interesting.
High school, I believe, is 2 feet, like pro. College is 1 foot.
I thought it was 1.
He was right on it. He pointed to the ground and said that one of those feet did not hit inbounds. Good fade pattern. Good toward your tall receiver.
Yeah, he's a tall kid. He's about 6'3" at least. He's
That's
lanky,
why you like
slender.
fades.
Classic build-up receiver, kind of like Randy Moss. Kid's got good height, but not big. Obviously, he's a receiver, but he's a tall kid. At least 6'3", maybe 6'4". I don't have the height on him on the roster, but I thought he was in bounds. But again, I'm not an official. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, we asked for flags. We can't get them.
3 to the left on the long side, 1 on the short side to the right. 2nd and 10. Love, a little bit of pressure, puts it up.
Screen
out in the
pass,
flat.
well read. Oh, he got away.
He did get away. Did he get in the end zone or did he step out of bounds?
Touchdown.
He's in. Touchdown. Muir is on the board. Very late. They needed that. Wow. How about that? Jalik Stevens, who's had a lot of the plays here this afternoon, comes up snake eyes here late in the first half for an attempt to tie the score. It's 7-6 right now with 14 seconds remaining. What a play.
The band's getting here, too.
Good blocking help. Yeah, they finally did arrive. Muir is
Got
known
the drummers
for their
going.
band.
I thought I heard them a while ago. Now they're getting organized. Great play, great run. The defense was there. Got a couple of blocks, couple of half tackles. Was able to pull out of it, use good speed, and just barely get into the end zone. Nice play.
That was a pretty play. And give the guy an A for effort there and keeping his balance. He was right on the line
tie it
at
up,
the sidelines.
decent.
The extra point attempt
through,
looks good
yes.
to me. It's through.
Penalty.
It's tied, and now we have a flag well after the play.
The kick was good, and that was roughing the kicker. By the way, you do not have to rough the kicker. If you rough the holder, it's the same call.
Okay.
So because they're just sitting ducks, they're just on one knee.
Right.
So it works both ways. That may have been what it was. So that'll be on the kickoff, I'm sure. But
I'm not sure how the playoffs work, but Muir can actually win today and not go to the playoffs, even with a 4-3 league record.
That can be.
Pasadena could win today and not go to the playoffs, although that's unlikely.
I'll bet they get
Very
in
unlikely.
somewhere. I'll bet they should somewhere.
And Pasadena may possibly lose today and might make it because of some significant victories they had over Maranatha.
Yeah.
And Burroughs. So who the hell knows?
Yep.
kid Jolly for Pasadena is a leading tackler on the squad. 37 tackles on the season. The kid is only a freshman.
Yeah, the penalty's going to come up here. They're going to move it forward.
And young Jolly, only a pup.
Hey, go for an onside kick
Jolly.
and take a shot downfield. You got Pasadena doesn't throw that well. Your guy can. You can. I'd almost do it.
Yeah,
of course, that's why I'm sitting here. "14 seconds left, first half."
That sun the way it is, it's got to be hard for that kicker. You got your sun in the eyes there.
They're just going to pooch it.
Yeah, kind of a high one. Upman takes it. He's going to have a chance to return it, though. And that's 11 for Pasadena. That's Xavier Harrison return a couple yards. Pass has got it at about the 38-yard line or so. Got knocked to the ground there by Muir's Reggie Miles. You know, if I'm a coach, you got nothing to lose. Go deep. What the hell? You got nothing to lose. I wish schools, I wish colleges, I wish the NFL would do that more often instead of just taking a knee and going into the halftime. Even if you get intercepted, what are the chances of being run back on you and you giving up points? Highly unlikely. Take a shot. You might get lucky. You just don't see coaches do that. I would like to see that, but you know, what do I know? They come out of shotgun, though. Soling, the quarterback. They are going to go, well, not deep, but
short
they go
pass,
short.
Good catch.
Low throw, but makes the grab, gets both hands on it. Nice job.
3 seconds left.
Gets out of bounds. Caught by that was Hutchins there. Or pardon me, yeah, Jeremiah Hutchins. Very good season for them, very reliable. And Malachi Fox, he's had a total between rushing and receiving this year. The freshman Fox, Malachi Fox, 825 total yards in 7 games. That's pretty damn good. We have 2 seconds remaining, barring a defensive penalty, which is, who knows if that's likely or not, could happen in this game with all the penalties you've seen. This will be the last play.
This is your famous 2 men in the box. This is two rushers. That's it. They're just going to walk off.
So they'll go into halftime, knotted at 7. And we've seen a game that's had its errors, had its sloppy play, had its mistakes, but certainly had its moments, and had its evenness, had its interesting offensive plays that nearly connected, especially on the Muir side, and we've certainly seen some good hard-nosed football in general, both offensively and defensively by Pasadena. They played a good game today.
I've been impressed by the arm for the Muir quarterback and Pasadena's run defense.
And Pasadena, they got about,
and the one good kickoff return was wonderful.
Pasadena, they got about 41, 42 kids on their squad. Coach Schomburger, the head coach, he's a graduate of the high school, 1994, so 24 years ago he graduated. And he is on campus. He's not a teacher, but he is the campus security chief. And Pasadena, by the way, they have about 5 or 6 both-way players. And their JV squad this season went 1 victory and 8 losses. Their head coach over there on the JVs is Joe Thomas. We're going to take a halftime break here on the School Districts channel here in Pasadena. My name is Peter Pigskin-Head, along with Knox, the Professor Wasley. We'll take a break. Don't go away. We'll be back for the second half. We'll see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for your John Muir High School Mustang Band. Directed by Philip Topping, Assistant Director Dwight Garcia, Drum Major Shamir Sanders, Drum Captain Joshua Vasquez. And now we present the Pasadena High School Pride of Pasadena Marching Band under Mr. Bill Benson. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for our band from Pasadena High School, the Pride of Pasadena, under Mr. Bill Benson. Ladies and gentlemen, now presenting our globally acclaimed dance team out of Pasadena High School, please welcome Orchesis under Kimberly Whitley. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Orchesis under Kimberly Whitley. Ladies and gentlemen, Mustangs and Bulldogs, at this time, I will introduce to you 5 new members of the John Muir High School Alumni Hall of Fame. These Mustangs will be officially inducted tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in the John Muir High School Gymnasium. Everyone here is welcome to attend and witness history in the making. The inductees will be escorted to the center of the field by members of the John Muir Cheer Squad. First up, being inducted in the category of sports and coaching is a campus icon and hero, William Paul, better known as Coach Paul. Coach Paul led the Mustang football team to 2 CIF championships during his career at Muir. Next, in the education category, is Dr. Jesse J. McNeil, Jr. Dr. McNeil is educator extraordinaire. He created a foundation in Dallas, Texas that has helped many students. He was instrumental in turning struggling schools around and making them excellent institutions of learning. And now, for her untiring energy for the Altadena and Pasadena areas, and in the category of community service, is Loma Alta Park's very own Miss Penny. That's Pernella Daniels. Ms. Penny has given our community her heart and soul to make it better. She worked with members of the community to drastically improve the environment at parks in the Altadena area with a special emphasis on Loma Alta Park. If you've ever attended a real live party in Pasadena, or if you have ever watched a Dodger game, then you know Lanier Stewart, better known as DJ Severe. In the category of performing arts, Lanier is our inductee. DJ Severe has been spinning since his days at Elliott. And now, as the Los Angeles Dodgers official DJ, he plays at every Dodger home game the songs on which the Dodger batters walk up to home plate. Then finally, last but certainly not least, despite not being in attendance with us today, a Pasadena one-woman activist accepting the prestigious Jim Brownfield Award is Juanita Y. Devon. Mrs. Devon has held many positions in education. She is an executive board member of the Altadena chapter of the NAACP, and she has marched with the late Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all stand and salute these members of our community and soon to be members of the John Muir Alumni Hall of Fame for 2018. Thank you for your attention. Please stand by for just a few more moments. Ladies and gentlemen, please join with us as we acknowledge and celebrate Princess Ashley Hackett as a member of the 2019 Tournament of Roses Royal Court. Joined by our parents this afternoon, Ashley Hackett, the first African-American president of the Tournament of Roses John Muir Alumni Class of 78. Joining Ashley Hackett is Gerald Freeney. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Ashley Hackett. Additionally, we'd like to thank the Blair Army ROTC for guarding the bell throughout the game.
Gonna go. What y'all know about it? Minutes KA. You know how I get down. That one goal is an upstate. That one goal is an upstate. What you know about them mistakes? What you know about them mistakes?
Hey, fellas, we ain't gonna ever back down from nobody.
get down. That blue and gold, it's an us thing. I wish you know about them Mustangs. That blue and gold, it's an us thing. I wish you know about them Mustangs. That blue and gold, it's an us thing. What you know about them Mustangs? That blue and gold, it's an us thing. What you know about them Mustangs? That blue and gold, it's an us thing. What you know about them Mustangs? That blue and gold, it's an us thing. What you know about them Mustangs?
You're listening to Redneck.
To the rumble of the John Muir Mustang Drum Corps, we are set to commence the second half of battle between the Pasadena Bulldogs and John Muir Mustangs. Kicking off for Pasadena will be Fernando Cimental. Jalik Stevens and Arianis Harrison.
And we are back at the bowl, the Rose Bowl, for quarter number 3 of the Battle of the Bell 2018 edition. My name is Peter Pigskin Hebda here along with Knox, the Professor Wasley, kicking off to the south goal of the Pasadena Bulldogs. And a pooch kick. They try to recover it for themselves, but now we have a...
Yeah, because he interfered with his right to catch the ball, even without a... it's interesting. He could have caught that. That is legal on a kickoff. He did not. But the guy jumped into him early. I don't know the rule, Cole. I'm assuming they do. Again, the referees, all 7 of them, led by Alex Castro in the white hat, about to make this signal. Interference with a catch. I think that looks like.
Yeah, you don't see that often, but we see it here.
Not often there. Yep. The opening toss was won by Muir. They deferred. That's why they received the second half kickoff.
And you see that happening more with a lot of coaches on the college and high school side.
With those pooch kicks, they don't want to run back, and you can fumble them, you take your eye off, because the people catching them are not normally the people who catch them. And if you get a guy running up in their face, blocking out the sun, they can get lost.
First and 10. From their 45 on their own, down the middle they go. It makes the grab, a little low throw, but he comes up snake eyes. Nice job there by number 9. At 9 from Muir is Caleb Snowden. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Good crossing pattern in the middle there. A lot of traffic, a lot of defensive men in the area. They couldn't make the play though.
Got clocked there by Daniel Martinez.
That sometimes is called a slow post. I just made that up. But that was not a real quick play, but it worked. He threaded it in there beautifully and a very nice catch.
Martinez, 25 tackles on the season coming in, 12 solo. 13 of them assisted. Shotgun they come. They got the first down. They got 10 yards, 11 yards or so. At the plus 45, here they go. On the run is Love. Puts it up. Caught in the flat, and he's still on his feet, shoving players out of his way. And nice job there by number 9 from Muir, Caleb Snowden once again.
Can't use your helmet, but you can certainly use your forearm.
And he did so cleanly.
He's a big kid anyway.
Caleb, yeah, 6'0", 175. He's a senior. Good size. Looks bigger than that as a receiver, but 2 plays, 2 first downs.
Second half just underway. We have a 7-7 tie here at the Rose Bowl at the Turkey Tussle at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
You're about 18, 19 yards, about 17, 18 yards on that play. Not bad. They are threatening once again here at about the 23-yard line, plus 23. Double split receivers. First and 10 at the 18.
There's the long ride. He gave it to him this time.
Look out, fighting, clawing, scratching for yards against the would-be tackler, number 10, Dan Martinez.
It's interesting. He grabbed the whole helmet, but did not grab the face bar.
Yeah, he grabbed it near the top, but yeah, it was...
There was no penalty.
Okay.
They're moving the ball a little bit now.
So they got about 4. Let's see.
Face mask penalty committed by the Pasadena Bulldogs. And here is the Mustangs to advance.
Okay, it was a face masking, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Late flag. I never saw the flag, but
I heard him say it at the PA, but I didn't see the flag.
Yeah, I didn't either. I never saw the flag, never saw the sign from the referee.
So a lot of penalties by way of
But he was all over his head, so somewhere in there had to be something.
Lots of first downs today, especially from Muir. Pasadena's had one by way of the penalty. First and goal at the 7 all of a sudden, even just 1 minute in here to the second half.
Back to a pro eye formation. Roll out. Look out, son, behind you. Good cut.
He's got some room. Look out. Keeps his footing. Nice job. Scampers his way down about the 3-yard line before he's finally turfed. Good job.
Good. That's interesting. They ran the pro eye, which is unusual formation anymore.
Morris Harrison on the dash.
He tried the rollout. It was an option play. Good chasing from behind. I thought he was going to catch him. He had a chance to pitch, but he did a smart job and cut it up inside. That turned into the old down-the-line option, reverse pivot down-the-line option.
Well-executed play.
Good play.
Yeah, it was. Second and goal from the 3. So Muir down all the first half here, and really all the first half until the very end of the first half.
Timeout
knocking on the door
called.
to take the lead. Yeah, somebody's Calling time out as the officials or the team?
Official.
Yeah. He's telling to tuck his shirt in.
It's an equipment thing.
Don't look like a yutz.
Yeah, well,
Stuff your shirt in.
And also don't give him something to hold on to and grab.
Like the nuns used to say at my Catholic high school, stuff your shirt tail in. You look like a slob. All right, second and goal for the 3. Deep man takes it, look out, Bulls forward down the middle between the guards. A flag is thrown. He gets across the goal line, but hold the phone. We got Litta on the field. So hold everything. The cake ain't done yet.
And it's literally holding.
Boy.
Hold the cake and the defensive man.
I like cupcakes myself. Cake's too much. Yeah, they're going to march it back, so that's smart. Nullifies a touchdown.
And it's from the spot of the foul, it looks like. He's going 10 yards from there.
In a lot of ways, Muir just can't get out of their own way today.
Not line of scrimmage. Spot of the foul.
Yeah.
So you have second and goal from the 17-yard line.
Still goal to goal.
16.
Between the 16 and 17, we'll call it. Second down, though. They retain the down. Don't lose it. And they come with 3 receivers to the right side. Ball's being snapped basically in the middle of the field. Love in the shotgun. He has been all day except for that one previous play where he ran it downfield to the 3. Fakes to give. Decent protection. Puts it up down the middle. Look out! Ooh! In a lot of traffic. Could have been a worse thing than an incomplete pass. The intended man.
Good job
was a number 11.
Good job by the defensive people not to bump him because they had 3 people in the area. And he ran the post pattern, but they had the deep middle covered very well.
They played cautious, quality football. Both Akil Andrews, a full-play player, plays receiver as well, and the X-Man, Xavier Harris. Xavier is a junior, 6'1", 170 pounds. He can move. 3rd and 16, or I should say 3rd and goal for the 16, pardon me. Again, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. No tight ends. If you're a tight end on the Muir side, you're a lonely man. You don't exist. Rolls to the right, looking for room. Doesn't want to throw a bad pass, puts it up. It's a low throw. It's kind of out of bounds, and it's kind of incomplete.
Very incomplete. Kind of out of bounds.
Yep, indeed. Dylan Ross is the intended man, and throwing down around the 5 or the 6 or 7 yard line, and Muir will be looking at 4th and 16 or 4th and goal. And question is, will they bring in their kicker? We do not know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they're going to stay on the field there. Yeah, I think you're right. Pasadena this year only has 1 field goal from what I read.
Oh, I take that back. They are going to.
Oh, okay.
He kicked a good extra point early. Remember, we got to run it into the kicker penalty.
They want the lead here, so let's see here. Muir is number 17. Let's see where's the kicker at.
Might make it if it's straight. No, he was wide.
No
he had the length, just a little bit left.
Indeed, and that was.
As University of Michigan people will know, and as the Buffalo Bills would know, wide left is no fun.
See a lot of the kickers in the Southland, a lot of Latino kids play soccer. They come in and they play football for the first time as a kicker. He misses. Probably the case with him. And the score remains tied. So Pasadena's ball, 10:05 remaining in the 3rd. We're knotted at 7 apiece. They come with split receivers, and they go out of there. They leave their and shotgun here. Kind of like Muir. So changing offensive formations. Down the middle goes the single runner. He breaks the lane. Look out. He might be
not
at the 50-40. I don't think they're going to get to him. Look out.
They're not going to catch him.
It's a 1-play drive. It's a touchdown. Wow. How about that? Woo, woo, woo.
Malachi Langley.
Call the CA office in Virginia. Touchdown. And they take the lead back again. The boys in red do. It's 13-7 here on a
80-yard run. Because on that missed field goal, they did put the ball at the 20. And it was just a simple handoff the right. Good job by the offensive line to open up a hole. And once he burst it, he had the speed, and they weren't going to catch him. When Muir people don't catch you, you're moving.
Yeah, you got to be. Muir's always been known for speed.
And Pasadena had just that much and one step more.
I still remember what you said about Muir when I was first getting to know you, Knox. You said Muir, they have, with the speed and the talent they have in the speed department, they have some of the most exciting ground game, no-gain plays I've ever seen in my life.
They can last 30 seconds. But, they were fun.
Back in the day. Well, they still have that kind of talent. Significantly smaller school than Pasadena. They're almost 2 to 1.
They are.
As far as the population, I didn't realize the school was that small.
I think it always has been.
Yeah. Muir's only 860 kids, boys and girls, obviously both. And Pasadena is over, it's just about half that. It's just a touch under 1,900, so twice as large. Of course, these schools have been around.
But Muir has absolutely dominated the turkey tussle for the last 60, 70 years. They own the bell.
They're trying to make it 3 in a row, but Pasadena's in the lead here. The kick is up, and it is good. And it is now 14-0 as connecting is the kicker there.
Nope.
No.
14-7.
I'm sorry, 14-7. Pardon me. 14-7. That was 24. Fernando Cemental, a junior, 5'10", 210, 210 pounds. That's a pretty big kid for a kicker as he connects there. But yeah, Langley, this kid Langley has had a pretty good season for him. In 5 games, rushing, coming in. Played 5 games this year, not the entire schedule. 61 dashes for 301 yards, 5-yard average, 60 yards a game, averaging 3 TDs in the season. That's his 4th, longest of the year, not super long, 23 yards. But then Malachi Fox, we talked about him. He's played 7 games, averaging again over 15 yards a carry. So he's and he doesn't get that many touches, strangely, because again he's often involved in the passing game too, averaging 68 yards a game. Again, only in 7 games of running the ball. 80 yards is his longest run. 2 TDs, Fox, for the season. But my God, over 15 yards average per rush.
That is stunning.
That's I've never seen that.
No.
Even with some even run happier schools in the Bulldogs. All right, they kick it off into the. Ooh, took it at the 1. He wants to return it out. He's got a little room here. It's got a lane. Hits it nicely. Gets past the first wave. Trying to get past the second. He's buried. But a decent return to about the 30-yard line. Nice. Had his team going.
Very nice return out to the 33-yard line.
Very nice. It was sneaky, serpentine, and poetic.
Yes.
All in one.
And a couple of good blocks along the way, and a good cut. And a good cut.
Yeah, he made the move when he had to, and decent field position for the Stangs in blue and yellow.
Yeah.
Got to say I'm partial here today, Knox. I got my hat is red and my shoes are Muir blue. So no one can say I'm pulling for either side. All right, 1st and 10. Obviously, beginning of the drive at their own 35. Now they come back with their 3 to the left on the long side. Trips left. Bryce Love takes it and gives to the single back set man. And that is once again
good push by the very good push by the right side of the Muir offensive line.
Yeah, Wesley Stevens push it out for about 4-yard gain. Ball at their own 39 or so. And breaks free this time. Can't quite get past the linebacking crew. They got him around the ankles and the shins there. Good job. Could have been worse.
Another good job by the right side of the line. And a good run. All that together.
It was David Kennebrew. Brew me some beer. Unless it's a free safety, but he gets it.
Yeah, but one of the reasons it was so good, there was a hold. Oh, those holds. Drive you crazy.
Yep.
There's an old line in football that coaches like to say that you can call holding on every play if you want to. You got to pick your spots. I'm sure he was. I have no doubt at all.
So we've got 2nd down and 16.
Yeah, they have wide trips out there. They're not in for close.
Yeah, they are. They're wide apart even for that being alongside. There's not even one at the edge. Quarterback takes it, fires that lane on the left side there. Gains yards as he kind of falls down.
Good play. He faked to the side away. It would look like the run play to the right again, and then cut back. Good run.
Yeah, it was number 12, Amaris Harrison, so you kind of lined up like a quarterback on that one. We're looking at 3rd and 5. Got a good bunch of yards on that one, about 9 or 10. Money play here for Muir. They're down by 7. Clock is ticking. Takes to give. No, fakes to give. Stays on his feet, kind of spun around, and down he goes.
Very close to a first down.
Yeah, he's close, but maybe just a touch short, I'm thinking.
He needed 5. He got most of it.
Number 15, John Perez, number 64, Austin Tussle.
4th and 1, they're going for it.
Fox
they did it again.
Yep.
That's twice Pasadena has jumped. That's
You got to play disciplined football out there.
Got to play it. Sorry, folks. You just got to play it. That's 2 first downs they've given him.
They've given him at least 5 first downs by way of the penalty today, and you're not going to win football games that way. You're going to.
And 2 on
eventually, it's going to cost you.
And 2 on defensive line plays like that.
They both these sides have had their share of penalties today, but they've kept the game moving quite quickly, even despite that. I got to give credit to the officials. They're not lagging around, although we had too long of a halftime break. That was
I
goofy.
was going to say halftime. We needed a committee in charge of that, but the rest of us went fine.
At halftime, I got it. I thought the government was running that halftime. Keep it on the ground. The deep man takes it, fights, fighting, clawing, scratching for yards for what he can get, but they're gonna just blow the whistle on the stop of the motion there.
Yeah, you got a couple.
Fought for about 2, not bad. Effort was there. It just was up against too many guys in red, and I think that was Tykees Sullivan once again. 3 yards. 2nd down, 7 yards to go from the 48 of their, actually the plus 48. Snap this ball before you get called for too much time. Look out.
There's the option.
There's a pitch. Nice job. He's got some room. Has a lane. Nicely hits it. Deep man finally brings him down, but not before the damage is done for the first down. Very good play and very well executed. I think the guy that got him around the feet there was number 14, Romel Veal Parmesan.
You don't see that much of the option anymore, and that was good. He pitched it just at the right time. If you time it just right, you lean forward and pitch back, which freezes the defensive man. I think pretty much did that. It's a very athletic move. Good play.
Snapping it.
There's the right
You're
again.
working quickly here. They
First
try
man.
to keep it down the middle. You're getting stuffed. Stay home. All right. Nice job. Good penetration by big number 3. Laying the lumber is Malachi Langley, the both-way player.
It's the modern version of the triple option. You get the long ride on the old Belly series back in the 50s, 60s, and the wishbone for years, and now they even out of the shotgun and all that, the pistol or whatever they call that thing. Out of that, you'll get a ride out of there. It turns into run-pass option. You can still pop that runner a few times, but then you pull it back and you got the quarterback in space.
Malachi Langley, strong side safety, looking strong on that play. They blow the whistles, but quick officials timeout here. They did get 1 yard, Muir did on that play. Again, let's get to the lineman for the Muir Mustangs.
6 minutes left, third period.
Left to right, Carlos Ramirez, Jordan Trace, Mike Brown, the center, Bernardo Brito is the right guard, and the right tackle is Kamar Watkins. Both the tackles are juniors, the rest are seniors. Look out. Flags are thrown as he runs out of bounds.
A lot of flags.
Nice effort there by Muir's Harrison, or Rhinus Harrison. Let's see what all the litter's all about. Looks like they're taking it back. Man, oh man.
Holding. Those weren't what the referees call in their little world. Those weren't Me Too flags. You call it, I'm going to call it too. They both saw it. They both saw that with that hold.
This has been just one of those games. At least 1/3 of the plays here today, at least, if not more like 40%, we've seen flags on. It's just sloppy. And these are schools both at the end of their seasons here. They should be playing some somewhat poised football. A couple penalties are going to happen here and there, but I'm sorry, there's no excuse for this. I don't understand, but we're seeing a lot of errors today, and that's never a good thing. Got a good game. So let's clean it up. All right. 2nd down, 9 to go. Got to get to the, maybe more than 9. I think they're wrong on the scoreboard there. 2nd down and more than that. Probably 19 after the penalty. Put it up. Ooh, it's intercepted. Intercepted by the safety. He's got plenty of room to run with it. Look out. Number 11. We'll get his name here in a second. Trying to find a lane on the outside. He turns in. Ooh,
boom.
He gets knocked out of bounds. Cleanly, though.
And he was in bounds. No flags.
Wow. Xavier Harris, the X-Man, living up to his nickname.
X that one out.
Caught it in traffic and did damage for about 30 yards after the INT. You gotta like that. That is their 10th, count it, 10th interception of the season passing his defense for this year. You gotta like that. He's coming up big at a big moment on a key play and a huge shot in the arm as they've got the best field position of the day. Pasadena Bulldogs do. Wow. The 27.
The Muir team has been trying to run that crossing pattern all day long. That time he just had a lot of defensive men around. They couldn't react. That time he read it, stepped in front like a good athlete does, made a great play.
Nice job by Xavier Harris. How about that? Pasadena calls timeout, their first of the half. And again, they got 9 interceptions on the season. Let's see here. Harris, I believe, has got one. The leader of the interceptions this year with 3 is Nicholas Benson. And he's actually come up with the most this year. Made an error earlier in the first half. Juwan Schomburger has been the head coach since the 16th season, 2016 until now. So this is his 3rd year. Antoine Sims has been the head coach since the 15th season with Muir.
4 years. 4 years for Antoine.
Some past coaches for Pasadena from 04 to 08. Kevin Mills. 2009 it was Mike McFarland. And 2010 to 2012, 3 seasons, was Randy Horton. And then and Horton's still an assistant on the staff of the linebackers coach now. And then Doug Bledsoe was the coach for the last 3 seasons, 13, 14, and 15. And of course, Pasadena won the bell for the first time in a long time, in 20 years, in the 15th season. 3rd down and 10. Pasadena running it to the right side, the long side, look out, looking for some room, find a hole, fights for it, and he's just smothered by Blue. Down he goes.
Good job by Muir stringing it out, letting your defensive men come in behind, which they did very well.
Holding against the Bulldogs, good Lord.
Will be penalized 10 yards from the spot
10
of the
yards,
foul.
I'll march it back. Can't win for losing.
Well, right now, Pasadena's leading 14-7, 5.5 minutes left, 3rd quarter. They've got the ball, good position. They're doing fine. As long as, if they stick with it, they'll be just fine.
I would think that whoever makes the fewest penalties from this point out is probably going to be the victor today. Still an even game, though. Plenty of time. 1st and 10. At the plus 39-yard line. Stalling the quarterback. He's had a good year. He rolls.
Look out.
He's in trouble there. Ooh, he drops the ball. Ball is free, and I think Muir's got it. Muir's got the ball back. Fumble.
Like I said, you got to take care of things, and they did. They had everything going for them. They got that penalty, then they dropped it. Oh, this game will kill you.
Mustang football, 1st and 10.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the record, a correction on the roster. Number 11 for the John Muir Mustangs has been brought to my attention.
So Muir with a major league takeaway themselves. So a swappage of turnovers here in the 3rd quarter, and they've got it decent field position at their own 36.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Haven't seen Muir go deep yet here in the 2nd half. We saw it plenty in the 1st. I have a feeling they're going to connect on one of those plays here before this day is over. Now we have whistles.
Pasadena trying to get the right 11 people on there.
That's smarts, man. I mean, you got to come prepared.
Those hurt. That's
penalties.
Partly on the players, partly on the coaches. I mean, it's just how things work.
Timeouts are invaluable. I mean, you're up 14-7, okay, but there's plenty of time in this game. I mean,
and it's not hard to get number 1 defense. When things get difficult is when there's a substitute or somebody gets hurt, and then somebody forgets to go in, especially special teams. That's when things get confusing and there's more sympathy offered. Right now, they should have just had their number 1 defense out there. Bad thing happened, move on, play the game. So we have 5:21 left. Pasadena still with the lead, but without the ball right now. Stang thing coming the other way. Stang thing heading south.
Pasadena recent records over the last few seasons. In 17, they were 2-8, 2-5. Same thing in the 16 season. 2016, they were 2-8, 2-8 overall, 2-5 in the league. In 2015, they were 5-5, 3-4 in the league. In 2014, 4-6 and 3-4. 13 and 12, 1 victory seasons, both 1-9 and 1-6 in league. And then the last time they hit the playoffs was 2011. They're trying to get in this year. They have a very good chance if they win today. Probably will. But the last time they got there was 2011 when they went 4-3 in the league, a 3rd place school, 5-5 overall, and lost in the 1st round to California High School in LA County.
California's in Whittier.
Yeah, that's right near the county line. Not too far.
Good cut.
Narrow lane, but he really just lost his balance more than he got hit. He's mad at himself. You saw the body language in that one. He's not mad at anybody else but himself. He lost his balance. Down he goes. But a good effort and good run there by Jalik Stevens. He's had a good game here today.
As they say, he just tripped over the white lines.
About 13 yards. A lucky 13. They're moving to sticks. 1st down.
Good job opening a hole because that Pasadena defense has been tough so far.
Yeah, Muir's got about 5 or 6 first downs already.
Yeah,
they're
moving better 2nd half, no question.
Yeah, that's got to pay off here. They need to score. In the shotgun, putting it up. It's caught. Nice mid-range pass.
Nice, simple 10-yard out.
Very nice. Very well executed. Did his great job of getting the body behind him and securing the ball before he took off. That's good coaching, and that's paying attention to your coaches. Did a good job.
And the quarterback got his feet set and threw with his body, not just his arm. Line did a good job. Nice, simple play for 11 yards.
Yeah, I like the execution, certainly. Mikey Sullivan on that play. Or no, I'm sorry, it was Jonas Harrison, I believe. Yeah, before. 1st and 10 from the 28, the plus 28. One single back. They put it to the short side. The one receiver, he just knocks into the defender, keeps his balance off. Out of bounds he goes. He's throwing his body into those defenders and give him a little lip. Probably didn't execute a cuss word, because if he did, he would have been flagged. But the pass is caught. Jonas Harrison once again.
That was just what they sometimes call a spot pass. Just throw it to him where he is and let him break the man down. If you get him alone out there on an island like that, sometimes one-on-one you can get by him. Good defensive tackle, actually, on that
8 yards gain, pushed down to the 20-yard line now. Muir with their short pass game doing well. Puts it up. Look out. Floats it.
Play.
Ooh, nice play. He had his man beat by 2 steps. Touchdown. Wow.
Great play action. There's a penalty for overacting.
There you go.
Overacting in the end zone.
Well, the score will stand, but of course, they'll mark it off on the kickoff, I guess.
Yeah, wonderful play action after the passes, but a good play action into the middle, and then snuck the tight end right down the seam, and nobody picked him up.
Let it snow, let it snow. It's Caleb Snowden scores it with the chance to tie here. 14-13 with 4:53 remaining. They'll go for the extra
point. It is a touchdown. Yep. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Muir.
He's just being happy out there. Wasn't anything out of the ordinary. Just happy that he scored.
Yep.
They sometimes get too flag happy in that stuff.
Well, they do know the rule. The rule hasn't changed in years. They know exactly what they can do and what they can't.
So they'll assess that at kickoff, and
yeah, exactly.
15 yards or whatever, just usually makes it a touchback. This is an important kick. You don't know if you're going to get another score here today, the way things have been going. Ooh, it's low. It's no good. It's no good, so Pasadena stays in the lead, 14-13. That may loom large, or larger later, let's put it that way. Oof. So 14-13.
Yeah, interesting.
It remains behind. I don't know if he didn't get to lift or something. I thought I heard, well, what I heard was the boot of the ball, because it's down on our end here. But I don't think anybody got a hand on it. It was just a poorly kicked ball.
I don't think so.
No good. There you go.
He's been watching my golf game. Sometimes I do it all by myself.
The only guy that's out for Pasadena that should be playing that's regularly a starter is Chris Botley, B-O-T-L-E-Y. Hurt his collarbone a couple weeks ago. Other than that, everyone that's playing today should be playing or is regularly a starter. So it's been a healthy season really for both sides. Not many. Not either side has lost many man games this year.
That was a big turnover. The Pasadena looked like they were starting to take control of things, and then 1st and 10, Muir territory with the lead. Good situation, great interception, fumble. Things happen. Now 14-13, they're still ahead, and that extra point may loom large in a few minutes.
Kid Fox, they really haven't gotten Fox involved in the game all that much. Okay, they're kicking out from deep down there. I thought it was my mistake. I was saying earlier that would just wind up in the touchback. No, they're keeping it deep from their own territory, not further up. So Pasadena should get, with a halfway decent return, they should coming up smelling like a semi-rose at least.
Yep.
Deep man takes it, but at the 30, he's got plenty of time to run it back. Plenty of space here. Look out, number 6. First wave slows him, the second wave turf him. Yeah, that was good, clean, hard hit. Nice job there by Pasadena's Jeremiah Hutchins. It's been a busy day today. Again, came into this game, leading receiver, 65 yards is his longest catch this year, 52 catches, 549 yards on the year, 6 touchdowns in only 6 games, averaging 10.6 yards per catch, and averaging a little between 91 and 92 yards per game in receiving yards. He's been a main target. So Pasadena with the most precarious of leads by 1. They send double split receivers out here on 1st down at the 50. So good position. They got the best field position of the day. bar none between the two teams, not even close. It's not going anywhere. They're just going to stop, blow the whistle for the stop of motion here. Get 4 or 5 guys on them in blue.
Number 50,
including 33, Reggie Miles
Got it.
with a Y. Senior, and also 55,
I think there's some
Kamar Watkins.
previous hole. The referees are talking.
Another penalty.
Oh, good Lord.
That I think is a me too. Let's see.
This is just silly.
Okay, look, watch the white hat. They were drawing at each other, maybe holding before that. We'll see what happens.
Something must have been verbal because that flag was
yeah, very late.
Beyond that.
Okay, dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike on Muir.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, Mustangs.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Pasadena.
Bulldogs.
Wipe them out.
I'm guessing it was against Muir for the mouthing off.
And the other guy for mouth. Yeah, we win both ways.
Yeah.
I had the feeling that Muir might have been holding or something, and the Pasadena guy didn't like it. They win both ways. I didn't get the rest of it. Anyway.
You got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Keep your big fat yap shut. All right, going down the middle, getting what they can. Still fighting, and it's just a good committee team tackling as it's been pretty much all day here from Muir. Maybe a yard. I don't know if they even give him the forward motion. That was attempting to get some yards. There's number 3 there, Malachi Langley. Had a good game, but not much there.
One thing I'm glad to see, itty-bitty thing, but in the old days, they used to actually walk off 10 yards in one direction and then walk off 10 yards in the other direction. Then now they just say, hey, it's done. Signal the penalties, move on. Much better way.
Sometimes, Knox, common sense rules. Sometimes, that's the key word.
The world
Third
tries.
down and 9.
We try.
Shotgun, here they
Big
come,
rush,
Schulling.
big
A
rush.
little bit of pressure, puts it up though. Look out, he's got a guy open in the middle there. Oh, a flag
Great
is thrown on a strange, further up on the field on the other side of the field. It's caught, but the flag is thrown mid-range on the totally opposite side of the field, right as the ball was getting to him. That was weird.
The Pasadena guy doesn't look happy like it's on him. I don't know how it could be on Pasadena. Offensive pass interference. Maybe he held number 6 over here.
Mackay Fox makes that grab, man. Leaping catch. He was.
Watch the white hat.
The defender was on the outside. He was on the in.
Ineligible man downfield.
Good God. Penalty Bowl 2018.
Yep. Well, that's their job to call them if you do.
Yeah, that's true. If they didn't have the long halftime knocks, if they didn't have all these penalties, we'd probably be almost out of here by now.
Yeah, I'd be at the Greek already.
And I'd be home in Orange County. I don't mind coming up to do this game every year. It's a lot of fun. Don't mind the drive. At least we got a close game. That's always worth it. Third down and 15.
Too bad that for Pasadena, that very fine pass reception especially was wiped out.
Yeah, we've seen some nice plays wiped out. Muir had a touchdown call back in this game earlier. So
third and about 14.
We've seen some big prices paid for these flags. Now what? That lack of communication here. Something's going on. Don't know what the issue is, but they're talking to the captains there about something. Officials aren't letting it set here yet. Now they are. All right. Not sure what happened there, but okay. 3rd and 14. Need a lot. They're going to the air, obviously. Good protection. Puts it down the middle. Ooh, just a touch too high. Hit him in the hands. His body wasn't behind it. Not the tallest receiver to go for, but maybe just a touch high. Incomplete. Intended for Jeremiah Hutchins.
I'm going to make a guess. I'll bet that illegal man downfield was the inside wide receiver, the second man in on the trips, and I'll bet he was covered. I'll bet maybe the second guy was on the line that made the wide guy ineligible, or somehow. But I think if you got to line up right, you got to keep only one guy up and the rest of them back. And that probably was the call. That's why wide receivers can be ineligible downfield.
3rd and 14. No tight ends are on the field.
Good screen. Good play.
Receivers. Inside guy makes a grab. He's hit around the midsection and brought down.
Good reaction by 53 from Muir.
Yeah, nice job by him. It was, I think, 63 or 53. Yeah, 53.
Carlos Ramirez.
Nice job.
6'1", 220. Very good reaction to the screen. Yeah. Saw it happen, turned around, grabbed the guy.
Saw it right in his area and reacted well.
It was good looking play right until then.
About 3 or 4 yards. It's 4th and 10, and they're in punt formation.
Yeah.
I think we only seen them punt at one time earlier today, and this is only their second. So punting units have not been busy today. Not. Lots of attempts for it on 4th down, really, by both sides. It's been an eventful game and a sloppy game, but an interesting game. And we've seen our share of big plays as well. Nice snap, gets a handle on it. Bit of a rush. Low kick, but a good kick. Definitely
out of there, Muir.
Good passing in a bounce. He takes it on the bounce. He's got some room to run with it on the right side there.
He
Look
made
out.
the corner.
Doesn't step. Oh, he's still free. He's still free. Steps his way, still going. He finally gets the lone tackle that got him finally down the road. Might have been one guy behind him was Xavier Harris, who's had a busy game on defense all day. He's had a great game here today.
Now that's a Muir return.
That was a good job. He improvised well.
Yes.
Got what he did everything he could to get out of that play.
I hate to mention it, but those aren't yellow socks over there. That's another flag.
It was a heads-up play, man. I think it was 13.
Penalty on Muir.
What else is new?
Holding the call against the Mustangs.
Holding on that run. That's one reason he was able to cut back.
Dylan Ross on the return there.
Excellent return. Shouldn't have grabbed the ball, but once he did, he made a great play. I'll give him that. That was good.
3 steps forward and 3 steps back. So Muir, once again, working with poor field position. That's going to take its toll eventually here.
They got about 95 to go.
So 2:19 remaining here in the third quarter.
85 to go, we'll say.
On a toasty Saturday afternoon. Well, I've done this game on Friday afternoons, Friday nights, obviously, Thursday nights, Saturday afternoon starts, but never a Saturday late morning start.
Yeah.
First time for everything. My 11th time calling this game, and it's always a lot of fun to be here at the Bowl. It's an old place, but a nice place.
Oh, but look at the way they've redone it.
Yep.
And that field is the best field in the country.
Yeah, it's in good condition. I was down there. I was impressed after a game last night, which I was at. Little snake-like running down the middle.
Yeah, we had at the Pasadena Quarterback Club a couple of months ago, we had the groundskeeper from here over there. He's character. But, they work on this thing. There's a group, and they spend all kinds of money, and they are very proud of their turf here. He grows the most himself and brings it in.
Stevens on that previous play. On the outside run here is who takes it out of bounds. Runs
good gain.
Near the first
Frank
down.
Bowman and Caleb Benson on the tackle.
1:47 left, third quarter. Pasadena with the 14-13 lead.
Stevens on the run down the right side for the Mustangs. Ball is at the 24.
Stevens.
2-yard gain,
on the
third
dash
and
there.
1.
Jalik Stevens, once again. He's been busy today. 3rd down and 3. Puts it up. He's open in the flat there. He's got to do some dancing to get the first down. A flag is shown as he's still going there. He finally cut him down around the legs there. The damage is done for the first down.
And the ball was loose. Ball came out. The ball came out. Pasadena got it. So they're that was at the reception. They're probably
a reception, a fumble, and a penalty all in the same play.
Yeah. Let's get them all together here.
What a witch's brew this game has been.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a penalty against Muir for holding. Decline. First down. Dogs.
For the Dogs. All right. Well, they're winning the turnover battle here. They got to take advantage of it. They can score here. I won't say they're going to put the game away, but
some days you get the Bears. Some days the Bear gets you. They fumble. You fumble. They fumble.
What are the odds there's not going to be a penalty on this drive?
None. It's off the table. We're not going to bet that.
Vegas ain't taking that one.
Vegas ain't going to talk it.
Yeah.
You can go off strip, but you can't go.
1st and 10.
Not the main tables.
Double split receivers. From
Thank
the
you.
right hash mark.
Thank
Here we
you,
go.
Howard.
Sulling. Nice pitch here, deep pitch. Looking for some room on that right side, and you're not going to beat Muir on the outside plays, as the old saying goes, as the knock saying goes.
Nope. You don't beat.
Keep it in the inside.
You don't beat Muir by trying to outrun him to the outside.
If you can beat back their tackles with your guards, you're gonna get some yards. So that's hard. You can do it, but it's not. The chances are low. Chances are low.
Very low. Yeah, exactly.
Go with what they need to use more analytics in football, like they do in baseball.
Well, they do in football too. Somebody was saying we've always done analytics.
Mickey Fox on the play, the freshman athlete who's having a stellar season for him. He's in top form like a veteran. Varsity player, and he's got 3 more years to play here. He's a freshman, he's a pup, and he's talented. 2nd and 13, they lost 3. Shotgun snap, Sulling. Keeping it on the ground, off tackle to the right. A couple yards, kind of gains yards as he goes down. That was Malachi Legacy. Not bad. Or Malachi Langley, pardon me. Having a good legacy in this game. Inside a minute, and it's ticking. So it'll be 3rd down, and about, let's see here.
3-yard gain. Third and 10.
We'll call it a short 10 or a long 9, so likely passing down for the Dogs. Might be the last play of the third quarter. We don't know yet, unless the clock stops here. Send 3 receivers to the long side. It's tossed.
Look in, pass, threw behind him.
Yeah, just a touch behind him. Was just not. The timing was just a split second off, but that's all it took.
Yeah,
incomplete.
And the defensive man was pretty good position, but the pass was a little behind.
Right idea, just so close. So 4th down, and they're kind of too far out for a field goal. They only have really one field goal this year. It would be a 57-yard if they tried, or 56, 55. That's not going to happen. They're probably just going to try to coffin corner punt him. I don't blame them.
Yep.
This is a wise choice. It's just, yeah, I mean, you could go for it, but the erroneous ways of both offenses today, you're safe off trying to pin him back. Your safest chances are trying to pin him back, which is what they're going to try to do. Well, you never know. You might see a fake here because it's,
again,
well, now they got 10 yards to go. It's too much.
Getting the right people on is always an issue.
Yeah. 5 yards to go, you might see a fake. 10 yards to go, they're going to boot it away. Low punt, but again, he places it well, takes a bounce to the return man, shakes the first wave, second wave getting from behind. Decent return to about the 25-yard line before he is clocked from behind. Lucky 13 on the return there. Number 13 is Harrison, the president.
One thing that was interesting about that, he ran it back. I think Muir decided nobody's going to hold. Nobody came even over. He was on his own. It's like Canadian football on punts. You can't block.
Yeah.
It was like, we're not going to block anybody because every time we do, we get a penalty. But it was an excellent return by Muir to get that out of there. 3 seconds left, third quarter.
So Muir football at, the 25, and let's see if they can't stay out of their own way with the flags. If they can play a clean drive, they might have a chance. All they need is a field goal to take the lead. And they've got an entire quarter of football ahead of us after this play. This will be the last play of the quarter here. Taking it to the right side is quarterback Love. Love to watch him run. Still on his feet, not bad. Bobbing and weaving his way through traffic. It's a nice lane. Angles his way out to the midfield area with the emblem. Right at the 50, he gets knocked from behind, but not before the damage is done for a 25-yard scamp. We probably ran about 46 yards on that to get those 25 yards. Very elusive runner. He wasn't at high speed because he was surrounded by so many red shirts, but he did a good job of getting to where they weren't. That's the end of the third quarter. They'll switch sides, and the ball will stay right where it's at practically because it's near the 50. So Pasadena says they got 2 timeouts left. I think they only got 1. I thought they called 2 in the first here in the third quarter, but I know they called at least 1. But the scoreboard reads they have 2 remaining. Muir's got all 3, and that could be a big factor in a game like this when it's only 1 point difference.
And that concludes the third quarter.
Timeouts are like pretty ladies. You can't have enough.
The Pasadena Bulldogs clinging to a wall.
And they're tending to a Pasadena player that's on his back. Can't really see who went down. Don't know who it is. Interesting year for the Bulldogs as they've got they've scored actually 4 2-point conversions this season. Pasadena has. Salling and Langley, quarterback Salling and running back Langley on both on runs, and Andrews and Harris both with tosses to them. So, one interesting aspect of their year. And it'll be interesting to see if they can register a sack here in this game. I don't think they have, but they've only had 4 sacks on the season. 4 guys with 1. Botley, who's out with the collarbone injury, as I mentioned earlier. Kozlow, Jolly, and Coleman, all with 1 sack. And of course, Jolly, I think, I remember that last name. I think he had some older brothers that went to Pasadena and played football, as far as I remember. I remember that last name. I think he's got 2 brothers that went here of recent. I remember seeing on those names on the roster down through the last few years. And
Alex Marinero, number 42.
I see, okay. He's being helped off. He might be done for the day. Hope not.
students at Muir High School organized a walk. And here are the voices of two of them.
Muir this season 6-3, 3-3. Lost to Charter Oak 35-24 on the season opener away. Lost to Stellar High School in Oakland. Road trip for them 29-6. No, they beat them 29-6. They beat them 29-6. Pardon me. Rancho Christian, their first home game of the year, won 55-13 at La Cañada, first league game of the year. Everyone lost to La Cañada. No, except for the Apaches.
La Cañada.
Oh, I'm La Cañada. I'm looking. What's the matter with me? La Crescenta. What the hell's the matter with me?
No, Crescenta Valley.
Okay, there you go. CV.
Yeah. CV beat everybody except Arcadia.
I got Saturday afternoon brain lock. Forgive me.
It's too early.
Crescenta Valley, CV. This game started too early and the season started too early. That's my excuse. They lost 31-7. Their league opener beat Hoover in a home game 67-7. Ecklandale 51-0. Beat Burroughs 36-0. Lost a squeaker to Burbank 15-14. And last week lost 41-14 at Arcadia. What else is new? Flags and whistles. Whistles and flags go down as whistles sound.
Should be against Muir.
What a way to start the quarter. What a surprise.
Dead ball.
The calling the defense.
On Pasadena. 5 yards
Pasadena.
for the John Muir Mustangs.
Maybe somebody jumped offsides
From
or
the
lined up in the neutral zone. The rule is, of
18.
course, you got to line up the football's length away from the closest tip of the ball. All right, this will be the first play of the second quarter. Be
screen.
First down. Tosses it. It's caught. Near the hash mark in between. Look out. He dashes past everybody. He's got some room. I don't think they're going to catch him at the 40, at the 30. He's going to go all the way. The field is clean.
They'll never catch him.
And the longest pass play of the day is a short pass that's mostly running. Touchdown.
There's an old coach's saying.
82 yards.
Can't coach height, can't coach speed. You got it or you don't. He had it. That was just speed. Or as Jim Brownfield used to say it, at Muir, speed kills your opponent.
The Mustangs catapult to the lead.
Excellent play.
Just 15 seconds into the fourth quarter.
Well, it's been a big play game, and finally, Muir gets one going their way, and most importantly, no one was guilty of nothing on that play. There you see the situation. I wonder if they might try for two.
Both the Morris Harrison.
That 6-point lead is precarious. I wouldn't be surprised they go, yeah, why not? You're up by 5 or 6, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. You're up by 7, obviously you protect yourself against
Well, if you go by kick it, they have to get a touchdown to beat you. And an extra point.
Right.
So that's what they're thinking.
They're going to discuss it, so they're going to call timeout and discuss it. Here we'll see another replay of the touchdown.
Their extra point guy made one, missed one.
Look at that speed. Off he goes. Stevens, the passing and run. And of course, if you're a quarterback, you love a play like that because every one of those steps counts as a passing yard. Ups your stats and your passing average, or yards per attempt. But of course, you want to win more than anything else. And that is the first time that Muir today has been in the lead. So they're discussing what they want to do, probably for 2-point or 1 point. I would go for the 2 because, again, your kicker's not the best. We've already seen a missed extra point. Not blocked. It was just a bad kick. And to me, it's worth the chance to take to be up by 7. I would go for it on the 2-pointer for me. That's what I think we're going to see.
Yep, we are.
It's a pleasure meeting Reggie Stevens, the dad of Jonathan Stevens, who is the dad
Pro-I
of,
formation.
Jonathan Stevens, who the MVP of last year's game.
Roll out,
look out.
Roll out, cut back, yep.
Kind of semi-faked him out.
Yep.
In they go. And just that split second where they didn't know where it was, in he goes.
Touchdown. Long time ago, they called that play a rollout square. You just roll it out and then cut it back up sharp.
And the 2-point conversion converts.
Run your halfbacks wide. Everybody chases them to the sidelines. You cut up inside. Good blocking inside to seal them off, by the way. Nobody was coming from the inside.
The Mustangs up by full 7, first time here today.
Stevens fought by a 2-point conversion run by Amaris Harrison.
And the President Harrison, is in for the score, or in for the 2-point score, I should say. And for the first time today, the Pasadena Dogs will be playing from behind. No one's led the horse by more than 7. A mistake-filled game, but an eventful game. An interesting game.
And it's changed by half. Pasadena had a lot in the first half because they stopped Muir's running attack almost completely. And a lot of penalties came in the second half. First and mostly second, seems to me. And Pasadena's made some mistakes. Muir's had a couple of good returns when they shouldn't have on plays right near the goal line. The guy just picked it up and ran it back. One was a holding call, but the second one set him up for that.
Well, for the coaching staff, Schomburger and his staff, he's going to tell those guys, continue to play our game. Not going to change much of the game plan just because we're behind. There's plenty of time. Flag goes down as a player goes down on the return. That was number 6, Hutchins.
1, 5, and 7 at the end for the tackle. Around Wilson,
and the Muir staff, Antoine Sims, special education teacher on campus, head coach in his own holding on against the Dogs. I'll be marking it off. Antoine Sims is the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Defensive coordinator is Marcus Washington. He's an alum, graduated in '93. He played in the '92 game and I believe the '91 game. Teron Brown, defensive lines coach. He graduated in 2000, played in 1999. That was the first time I announced this game ever. It's a Friday afternoon.
I'll tell you a story about that '91 game.
And linebackers coach Anthony Coleman. Secondary coaches, they call him Little AD. Austin Daniels, secondary coach. He's also an alum, graduated in '07. And the special teams is by everybody, kind of by committee. Offensive line coach is Jeff Cole.
Ooh, good play. Several yards.
Langley, the Virginian. Down the field he goes for about 6. No, pardon me, about 11. I got 5 yards off. Hard to tell at these angles where we're sitting.
And if that game Marcus was in that 91 game, Trey Towns, fine linebacker, Lester Towns, his brother for Pasadena, and Saladin McCullough, the great running back, speedster for Muir. Saladin broke loose. Trey took an angle and ran him down 50-yard line. Nobody had ever seen Saladin caught.
Wow.
Trey caught him on an angle.
1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. Off tackle to the right. Fight for what they can. That was Langley. Once again.
One of the tacklers, number 21.
He knocked into some blue shirts in the form of Alonzo Bailey, the defensive end senior, 6'1", 205 pounds. A couple of linebackers swarming nearby as well.
1 yard gain.
So harder than 1 yard. 2nd and 9 yards to go from about the 31 of their own. Solling directing traffic. There's inside guy on the right to go to the left. So they got 3 on the right and 1 on the left, but they're snapping it from midfield, not a hash mark. Snap right to him on the shotgun, puts it up. He's open, he's got some room. Look out, nice leaping grab, nice catch. Angular momentum takes him out of bounds, but it does the damage for the first down. Nice grab there, got his body behind it nicely by number 8.
Good job getting open, good route, good pass.
Guy Fox, the freshman phenom, 6'3", 220. He's a freshman. If you met him, you would think he was a freshman in college. Nice job. 1st and 10. That was a money play. They needed that. They got plenty of time yet. 10-26, but with the way the mistakes have been going in this game, get every good gain you can get.
Bringing both backers.
An immediate handoff. Look out. Trying to get something down the middle, which sometimes works against Muir, but not too much here. Maybe a yard. Again, a lot of forward motion stops today. That's one more of them. Your player down. Looked like he's slow to get up, but I think he's okay.
Malachi Langley running the ball.
Malachi once again. Main perpetrator in the play was big number 53, laying the lumber for Muir.
Ball spotted 2 yards past
Carlos Ramirez.
Mustang 48 for the Bulldogs.
2nd down and 8. At the
2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 from the 48. They got to get to the 40, right about to the 40. 40.5 line, call it.
Good defense.
Good penetration. A couple guys weren't picked up. They knock him to the turf fast.
Yeah, the first guy got hurt.
5 got 6. 5 from
He blew deep, yeah.
Chuck Scholl.
He's down.
Knocked down Jeremiah Hutchins, and yeah, he's on his hip. Trainers are coming out to take a look at him. And the man in the straw hat there, and the kind of the gray T-shirt, he's the trainer for all of Muir's athletics, not just football. Clay Tave, nice guy. He said, again, Freeman is out for Muir with the ankle injury, 3rd week, and says he's not responding to what he's doing to help him heal. Not sure what's wrong there. And Nick Norr, N-O-R-R, is the other kid that's out today. He's also wide receiver. Both of his quads pulled them both in the legs, so those are the only 2 guys that are regularly playing for Pasadena that are playing today. Or pardon me, for Muir today, for the Mustangs. So they're attending to him. Could be just a cramping situation as well, because on a warm day like today, day game like this, and you got the darker uniforms and stuff, you need every drop of water you can take in. You use a lot of fluids out there, and it's not just water that's leaving your body, it's minerals and nutrients. Some coaches believe in, remember about 10 years ago, the Philadelphia Eagles had a thing about drinking pickle juice the day before a hot game if it was going to be warm conditions to avoid cramping. From what I understand, it works to a certain degree.
That's Thomas Humphrey, number 19, senior. Did a good job blowing the play up early, turn it in. Looks like he's doing okay now.
He's a senior, 6'2", 175 pounds. But DeJuan Schomburger, the head coach here for Pasadena, I mean, he's everything to these kids. I mean, he's like a counselor and a confidant, and he does his best for not just their football playing, but making sure they should be doing what they're doing in school and doing what they can do to move on to the next level, maybe in football and in education once they're done as a senior. It's more than a coach, he's more like a mentor. A lot of pressure, down he goes. That might be the first sack of the day for the Dogs, or against the Dogs. Nice job, great penetration by Muir. A couple guys were not picked up and just smothered him. A lot of guys involved in that one. 55, 53, and 24 for Muir. Woo, baby. 24, Adrian Zapata. 55 is Kamar Wilkins, and 53, Carlos Ramirez. Down he goes, loss of about 8 or 9. Now the breeze is starting to blow. That's good, a little bit refreshing here. 4th down and 20, 8:45 remaining in the game. They have no choice but to punt it away. Hope they can get a good punt off. Wind is more or less blowing in his face for the most part. Good snap though, handles it well. Again, he's not a high punter, but he gets off good punts. This one takes a pass bounce. It'll be decent field position though from Muir at about the 36 as there's no return. So if you're the Muir Mustangs, Knox, if you're the coach of them, do you tell them to kind of keep it on the ground and not risk the interception, or just continue with the short passing game? What would you do if it was you?
I'd run it if I could, but hey, I'm going to mix it up.
Yep.
I got the lead, but I've played very well this half. The things were against me a few minutes ago. Pasadena looked like they were set up to win the thing. They made some mistakes. Muir came back. I'd keep it on the ground for a while, but I wouldn't mind going upstairs once in a while. Not at all.
Well, if you're the...
But they are going to go kind of slow.
Yeah, if you're the Mustangs, you want to take
eat the clock up.
Yeah, you want to hold that clock down as much as possible.
But really, really important to get 11 people out there.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Both sides are doing that.
Pay attention.
This isn't good.
This is just, I mean, I'm not trying to criticize people or coaching staffs or teams, but this is just a bit sloppy football today. I mean, we just seen too many penalties. I mean, it's been nearly half the plays.
Well, and some of them are self-inflicted.
Exactly.
You can argue all are, but they aren't contact. Some are contact penalties, but things like lining up wrong or offsides or jumping or not having enough people, too many or too few, illegal man going downfield as a wide receiver. That's a matter of lining up. It takes some thought. You got to do it, but it's what you do. It's your job.
If you get in the playoffs and you want to go in the playoffs and move forward,
yep.
Schools that have that many penalty problems, you're not advancing anywhere.
Yep.
Good coaches know that. But still, sometimes it doesn't come out the right way on the field, unfortunately. Some of the recent Muir series seasons. Last year in 17, they went 6-4 and 4-3. Missed the playoffs though. In 2016 season, they went 6-5, 4-3 in the league. Lost to Antelope Valley in the first round. 15 season, 2015, they went 3-7, 3-4, missed the playoffs, of course. And the 14 season, 2014, went 6-5 and 6-1. Lost to Cathedral High School in the playoffs. So that's why they had 11 games. In 13, they were 12-1 and 5-0 in the league.
Good cut inside.
Oh, look out.
Good tackle.
Wow. Damage done by Nice job.
Good tackle by co-captain Nicholas Benson, cornerback for Pasadena. Otherwise, he would have been gone. A very nice slight rollout, cut up inside, that cutback. You can call it the stretch formation. A lot of teams do that. Just run your backs wide until they see it open and cut straight up. A lot of good cuts here today. That was a great run.
It's a short field like it was where they started out. That's kind of a gaping gain there at the plus 40-yard line.
There it is again.
Nice cut
Good
inside,
cut.
nice hole. Didn't need much of a lane. He got it. He's still on his feet. Second effort keeps him alive for about an extra 5 yards. Good sense of balance. Nice job. Out down to about the 20-yard line almost, I think. Penalty flags are on the field.
I'm shocked, shocked. There's gambling in Rick's Cafe.
That was Morris Harrison again, I believe, number 12.
Fine play. Just come back with it again.
Oh, they're waving off the penalty knocks. You know what that is? That is also known, folks, as an Emily Latella penalty, as in never mind. Take it away.
Okay. Folks, what's all this stuff about Russian jewelry? There's nothing wrong with Russian jewelry. Oh, excuse me, it's Russian jewelry. Never mind. Sorry, folks, you have to go way back.
You got to go way back to the 1970s. If you're a high school student, you know what the hell we're talking about. If you're a parent, you probably do. The original Saturday Night Live crew, weekend
Saturday
update.
Night Live. But the funny line was, never mind.
At the end.
And so that's where we're trying to get to. We got there eventually. We'll get there. Thank you.
So we finally saw one. I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I'll bet you were. Our year is complete.
Yes, the game is complete for me at least, but it's not complete yet for the teams. Look out, nice scamper here. Took the high snap.
Side.
Wow. He's in. Touchdown.
They are dominating now. They've taken over that left side.
The game has gone on.
And they're just running the ball. When you run like that, you don't need to pass.
No, you don't.
But fine blocking up front. Good cuts. Good outside. Good. Very well done all the way around.
Comes with 7:40 remaining in the game. And we still got some time yet. A 14-point game is different than a 7-point game. There you see it. This.
Yep, 27-14 right now.
Takes a snap and just simply takes off. Had one good lead block. That's all he needed, and he did the rest. He knew where to put his feet. Touchdown from about 20 yards out. Nice job by the president, Amatis Harrison. In for the booting duties. Trying to make it even 14. It's a low kick. It's no good.
They got some work to do on that. This is the last game of the regular season. We'll have to check the papers over the next week, Monday or Tuesday, maybe even Sunday if CIF gets with it. And it'll be Monday or Tuesday. We know who's going to keep playing. Muir has a chance, but not for sure.
It's possible they could win and not even go.
Exactly, that's the point.
Kind of goofy with this new.
Yeah.
Again, Muir is Division 9, Pasadena is Division 11. And even though in the same league as 10 years ago, that would have sounded nuts.
And Pasadena's a bigger school.
Yeah.
But they've finally given up on that, which I think is actually correct. It isn't the size of the school that matters, it's the tradition, the history of the team. Because there's a lot of small schools that have very good teams. It's not simply a function of size.
Well, with 7:40 remaining in the game, and you're down by 13. You got two enemies down there. You got Muir Mustangs and you got the clock. I'm not saying you have to score in this drive, but if you don't, you're in pretty big trouble. Trying to get a decent return here, kind of sidestepping. Down he goes in the middle field. The ball, I think, jarred loose.
No, just a good job of coverage. They kept their lanes that time. They got burned the first play of the game on the initial kickoff touchdown return. Did a good job staying where they're supposed to be that time. Good defense. Good play.
It was 12 on the return. Nathaniel Morris, who is regularly a tight end on offense, but he's often not in the game when they run the double split receiver, so he comes off the sidelines. First down and 10 yards to go at the 30-yard line. Solling takes a snap on the shotgun. They give it to the single back set. He runs off to that right side tackle. Kind of gains yards as he falls down, maybe 2. Not bad. Langley. And some trouble. Trouble spelled out in the form of Alonzo Bailey. And Watkins also helped on the stop there. Big number 55, Kamar. Kamar's a junior, 6'2", 235. That's a big kid. I wonder what the food bills are in that family. All right, 2nd and 9. 1 harder yard. At least we got a little breeze from the south to the north. As the flags are flying a little bit. Still a warm day, though. Look out, puts it up deep. It's intercepted. It's intercepted by Muir, and he runs it out of bounds. Nullifies the drive right there. How about that? Stepping into it perfectly timed. Nice job. How about that? Muir's number 11 coming up Snake Eyes. Kalen Bullock. Like a bull on that play in a china shop. And he comes up Snake Eyes. He just nearly put this one away, possibly for the Stangs.
As they say, he just played center field, read the play, saw the arc, jumped right in front of the man. The receiver had really no chance. Wasn't a bad pass. It's a pretty good pass to the sidelines, but it was just up in the air too long and had too much time to react.
Yep, exactly. It's the timing thing, and it's a Muir thing, and it's a Stang thing, and it's a in the lead and protected thing, and it's at the 45-plus yard line. Muir.
And 6:45 left to go.
All they got to do is work that clock. Take your time.
Roll out.
Back in at quarterback is Mr. Love. Brian Love. All the girls love him. All right, off he goes to the right side.
Brian Love handing it off to Jalik Stevens.
Plunks bodies there with Bulldogs Cyan Robertson. Robertson is middle linebacker, senior, 6'0", 235. Moves well for a guy that size. Clock is ticking. And for the Muir Mustangs, it's ticking slowly. If you're a Pasadena Bulldog, it's ticking all too quickly. And Muir's going to take every second they can with the play clock. I don't blame them. That's just good football. Waits the snap here on the shotgun. Single back sandman. I guess it's Stevens once again. Stevens dipsy doodle down the middle. Look how he's still on his feet.
Oh, he's moving. He's gone.
Oh, it loses the ball. Loses the ball near the end zone. It falls free. It's a free football. Whose is it though?
Touchdown.
Muir got it back. Wow. He bobbled the ball at the end, but it was recovered by Muir, I think, by number 1. So even when they make a mistake, they come up smelling like a rose. That was Aaron Wilson, recovered it. Touchdown. Muir, what a run.
That was Solomon on the run. Tyree Solomon, great run, number 8. That's who it was. Fumbled in the end zone. Good job by the defense to knock it away. But, you know, it's not your day when you knock it away in the end zone and Muir still recovers.
No, it was 2. I'm sorry. 2 is, forgive me. It was Jalik Stevens.
Jalik Stevens
on the run. Nice job by him. Lost control at the end as he clunked bodies with one of the defenders there. But this game is broken wide open by Muir, and they are firmly in command. Whether they make this kick or not, it's no good. Who cares? They are up 33-14. And that may be that is going to be, in my opinion, insurmountable.
And 15 minutes ago, I said Pasadena had a chance to do this, and I'll stand by that. They had a chance, but they immediately fumbled, and Muir line figured things out. They had started running the rollout cutbacks. They can pop the people up the middle, and both teams have great speed, and Muir's speed is excellent.
So Muir Mustangs, you can kind of say they got stronger as the game got longer. Knox.
Yeah, they did.
And
they did.
If they do go on the go on to the playoffs, and hope they do.
I hope so. That would be right that they're out of it. They have a what's their record going to be? 7-3. They got to be in playoffs. Yeah. They may not be a number 1 seed, but they got to be in the playoffs. I think they'll get in.
So down by 19 are the Bulldogs. They can rip off a good return here. That's what they need most right now.
No chance.
And he just gets thumped early. Bam, he went down like
he went down quick.
A bag of bricks. And now we have another late flag. Well, after the play was over. I'm not sure what happened there, but it was a vicious hit or what. I don't think it was.
No,
it was a hard hit.
I wasn't a hit. I think they talked afterwards. My guess is they talked afterwards.
Some of those guys got to be going down the field with gauze on their mouths. You got to keep the comments to a minimum. Can only get you in trouble. Treat those officials like they're teachers. Don't mouth off in class. And they march him back. That was, you're probably right. It was a verbal. Again, the lineman for the Pasadena from left to right, William Martinez, returning starter senior. The right guard is Gavin Perez Jr. Played JV mostly last year and sometime on the varsity as well. Fred Novo, senior. Hurt himself last year, played as a sophomore, though, was on the line. Diego Robles is a junior, played JV as a sophomore. And right tackle is Stephen Gomez Jr., returning starter.
Jeremiah Hutchins
takes it to the outside there. followed by a wave of blue shirts. Keep it in bounds, though. Yep, didn't get out of bounds to stop the clock. They could have used that, but Muir with some heads-up football, keeping him in.
Gain of 5.
Pushes him out to about the
Bulldogs at the 23.
22, 23-yard line, about 5 yards, we'll call it. They're back to the T-form or the double wing again. They run to that left side, left side, pardon me. Ooh, just got smothered there. Malachi once again. Pasadena is 21-10, making meet some dirt.
10, 25, and 54 on the stop for the Mustangs.
10 is John Humphrey. 21 is Alonzo Bailey, defensive end. He's a senior. Nice job. Again, clock continues to tick as the plays stay in bound. 1st and 10, though. What about the 25 or so running on that long side again? You're not going to turn the corner against Muir. They just take him to the alley and push him out on the out-of-bounds sideline. Lots of sidelines, a lot of sideways running for not much profit.
Not much. Back by number 6, Taysa Roberson.
One thing we really haven't seen Pasadena do today is throw any kind of long pass. Of course, that's just not the kind of the offense they really have, though.
No, they've tried a couple of fairly deep ones, but nothing nothing down the middle. They've gone to the side a couple of times.
2nd and 9. Goes to the air. It's just off.
Well covered. It wouldn't have mattered if he caught it.
He had 2 guys right on him.
Yeah, two Muir men were right there. That was well played.
They were breathing right on his keister.
Okay, we're starting to get ready for the bell. We got a few minutes. We're going to start to think about it. It is Atchison, Topeka, and the Santa Fe Railroad Company. Great song there, folks. 1954, the bell was given by Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe. And that goes back and forth, and there'll be a great rush here in a few moments.
3rd and 9 from the 33 of their own. Not much there. Kind of got hit from the side there and just went down kind of perpendicular to the field. Got knocked to the ground there by big number 55 from Muir.
Of course, in railroad history, there was the Burlington, and then there was also the Great Northern. Then they merged, became the Burlington Northern, the BN, and then they merged again, and now they are the BNSF, which is Burlington Northern Santa Fe. So that is this Santa Fe still exists, but it's part of the old BN network, Burlington Northern. So Bell no longer belongs to Atchison, Topeka, but it's still part of the same thing.
Punting away on 4th and long. Good snap, decent rush, but he gets away. Ooh. There's a flagrant block, but they do throw the flag. It wasn't behind the back line, but it was kind of a flagrant.
He got him in front, actually.
Yeah, he did. Good return. He did all he could with that return there. Not bad by number 4.
I think he's saying the guy never had a chance to protect himself.
Now another late flag.
No, he's just marking the spot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's marking something where the ball came from.
I mean, he did go flying. It was a
good hit. It was a fly. I didn't think it was illegal because he hit him in the front. I thought. I can be corrected by films tomorrow morning, but I thought it was there. We'll see. Personal foul on Muir. Okay.
6 at 1.5 dozen the other. At this point, they're up by 19 with inside 4 minutes to go.
Yep.
Nearly academic, so you don't need any more penalties and all that stuff. But you got the game in hand as long as you don't brew a disaster here. You can just hang on the ball. But I'm sure if there's another week of Muir football to be had in the playoffs, they're going to get a talking to by Antoine Sims and staff, as in, you had the mistakes you had today, we're going nowhere, clean it up.
Yeah,
they'll be happy to come out here with the win, and it'll be fun and everything, but you can bet that that's going to be on top of the list if there's another week of football to play.
What are you saying, Cathedral beat them last year?
What's that?
Cathedral beat them last year?
Yeah.
And they're not going to be Cathedral making mistakes like that. Cathedral's a serious...
Ball is bobbled, but he gets a lucky bounce. Went bounce right back to him, and down he goes for about 4 yards near the sidelines, but not out of bounds.
Bailey for the Mustangs.
Bailey on the run there. I think he's usually a backup. Adante Bailey, halfback, junior, 6'1", 175.
Yeah, a few people are starting to gather at the bell. Get things ready down there.
We got some second stringers in there a little bit just to get him some playing time in the big game, because the lead is by 19. I think we got some backups in there.
You line up here, and I'll wait over there. You spread out wider.
Yep.
I'm in the middle. Okay. Now,
Yep.
who's on the line? Only the outside guys on the line.
Yeah, I think the linemen stay in, or the regular ones. But yeah, we got some guys who are second stringers there. Just get to. Oh, look out! He breaks free, and he had. Oh, we got a flag though. Hold on, he might outrun all of them in red. Let's see. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. Will he run out of space?
Great
Will he
speed.
step out of bounds? He gets into the end zone, but
There's
there is a flag
right
near the
back
line of
there.
scrimmage or in the backfield.
And another penalty down there.
This game has had its moments, negative and positive. Sometimes both at the same time, like right here. Knox, we like our penalties mixed in with a little football.
Yeah, just enough football.
Well, it's been an eventful game. It's had its big plays. It's had its missed kicks. It's had its near misses. It's had its long touchdown runs.
Good returns, kickoff returns.
It's had its moments. It's had its moments, is my point.
Some very good defense, some great plays on offense and defense, good interceptions by both teams. Stepping in there.
And around the, Muir the past season, in 2014 it went 6-5 and
multiple flags.
Or 6 and
play unfurled.
6-4 and 6-1. Lost all their pre-league games. Lost to Cathedral in the playoffs. That's why they played 11 games. In the 13th season, they went 3 rounds deep. 12-1 on the year. Their only loss was to Norwalk High School in the 3rd round. They went undefeated that season in 13. Won the league, 7 wins and no losses, of course. And they went 11-1. Won the league, no losses in the league in the season 2012.
Holding on the offense. Dead ball, personal foul on the offense on Muir. Dead ball, personal foul, unsportsmanlike contact on the offense. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 3 unsportsmanlike penalties. Jim Brownfield's spinning it in his grave.
Stop the bleeding! So, touchdown that they don't really need is marched back, but you want that back. That was a backup player who was not usually on the field, and
great run.
Said that he would have had a touchdown in the big game, and now it's all for naught.
Great run, great speed.
Not going to happen. Won't be in the record.
And he outran fast people, and he pulled away at the end. That was a fine, fine run.
To the 2-yard line.
We do have 2:55 left in the ball game.
And we got Muir with the ball at the 1.5. Again, reserves are in except, I think, for the linemen.
2nd and 22 for the Mustangs.
Multiple unsportsmanlike conducts.
Yep. So I guess they marched off 2 penalties against them, essentially, even though they had 3. And they got 22 yards to go.
Well, yeah, after a while, you get having the half.
Yeah.
Half the distance.
Exactly. Only so much you can go. Shotgun.
He broke it again.
Look out, he breaks free. They got him from behind, though, this time.
Yeah, they got him.
Caught up to him quickly as Nicholas Benson.
Who's the runner?
That was the 30, 28. The Muir Mustangs.
I don't have
26 on Adante Bailey.
Adante Bailey, of course. No, he's played a lot. I mean, he just wasn't the main runner earlier.
Yeah, he's been in the game.
He's been in the game a lot. He's played a lot.
He's a big-sized kid, too.
Yeah.
6'1", 175 pounds. Looks bigger than that to me. 3rd down. They got to get to about 1 yard or so. They got 3 to the right side, alongside the quarterback. They're taking their time here. Play clock is ticking. They might call a timeout. Come on. Now they get flagged for 2. That, finally now it's complete. We've finally seen a too much time penalty. We haven't had, that was the only one we haven't had today. We've had another call today, Knox.
Yep.
5-yard penalty.
Now the cycle is complete.
Sets the ball back to the 17, where the Mustangs repeat 3rd down. It's now 3rd and 7.
Boy, if I'm an official, whoever I get paid by, whoever cuts the checks, I'm going to ask him for overtime.
We're under the 2-minute mark.
If I was down the field, I would. 3rd down still. You got to get to the 24-yard line. The ball snapped from about the 16 or so, 17, about 7 yards, we'll call it. Scampers to the right side, gets turfed there, or the left side, pardon me, kind of early, maybe a yard or 3. And that was number 7, Tariq Lawson, laying down the law on that play. Well, not exactly. Gets him out to the 20. 139 and counting here. Muir's got 2 timeouts, and Pasadena's got 3, but kind of inconsequential at this point when it's this lopsided or semi-lopsided of a game. Muir will be kicking off, or
turned out to
away,
be
punting away.
Halfway through the third quarter, it wasn't. Right now,
Yep.
it is.
It was a
They're
good
just
game for a
trying to
while.
get people in the game now. Both sides.
Muir's punter is number 3. Waits it.
Brian Love
That is
back to punt.
Brian Love.
Yeah, Brian Love again. He's had a good game.
Kind of like Danny White years ago when he was the Cowboys punter and the quarterback, although he was
Good
a punter
kick.
when
Good kick.
Staubach was a quarterback. Decent kicks, keeps it in the middle, takes a bounce, and actually winds up taking a Pasadena bounce. They finally down it. But less than a minute to go. Got a few timeouts. They might call the timeouts in the process of the drive just to get a morales score. We'll see. I would.
Get some people going. Yeah. Antoine Sims teams came back strong in that second half of the third quarter. They hung in there the first half. Got outplayed in some ways. They couldn't get things going. Once they got figured it out, they got a couple of fumbles. They got a fumble, made some interceptions, made some key plays, and just overwhelmed Pasadena at the end.
You could argue that the first half was kind of even. I mean, it was 7-7, but
it was.
Yeah, I mean, Muir got their touchdown there at the end, and Pasadena got it at the beginning of the game at the return.
Yep.
If you had to give it to one side, I guess you could say it was more of Pasadena's first half than Muir's, but Muir a little shaky in the beginning of the third quarter, and then just took control, like you said, in the middle of the third, and it was all there since then.
Mostly on the ground. Pasadena running their defense was very good for 2.5 quarters.
Sully wants to go skyward on
Going
first down. He
deep,
puts it up. He's got a lot of
out of
defenders
room,
there.
out of
Not-
room.
Yeah, there's no
good coverage.
No space
Got enough
left.
room.
No space up. That's when the official slows the momentum of the receiver, so make sure he doesn't get tripped over the yard marker there.
Coverage in the secondary
Incomplete.
provided by the Mustangs. David Kennebrew, John Humphrey, and Adrian.
Well, Pasadena had their chances. I mean, they
Ball goes back to the Muir
just
47.
couldn't hang with the tougher Muir Mustangs, and
Who now picks up 2nd and 10.
and it'll be 3 years in a row. The last time they won it was 2015. They had a tie in 1998, and the time they won it before that was 1995. So it's Muir has dominated as
They've dominated
Pasadena
like
now.
crazy for a long time now.
Yeah, they have. We all know. 1st and 10, or 2nd, I should say, 2nd down. He gets turfed. He gets knocked down. The ball is free, but I think he was already down. Selling gets sandwiched between a couple guys.
Number 19, 59.
Clock is running under 30 seconds.
Yeah. Sacked there by one of the backup players, Tobias Humphrey. Number 19, senior, 6'2", 175. Crunched him. Pasadena might run off one more play. They might not. So it had its big plays, and it has plenty of penalties, and it was a close game and a fun one for a while. But Muir triumphs in the end. We'll probably see one last play here. They might just put it up for fun. They keep it on the ground.
Yep.
Keep it on the ground and get turfed here on a 1st down play that ends the game.
And there
Maybe
they
a
go to the
yard.
bell.
Game is over.
1954. Atchison, Topeka, and the Santa Fe Railroad.
Down goes the ball carrier, Malachi Langley, and he's the last guy to touch it in Battle of the Bell 2018, 33-14 Muir. They hadn't led until the middle of the third quarter, and then they were never behind after that. So we saw a definite shift of momentum in this game from one thing to the next. But clean it up, clean it up, clean it up.
Yep.
We saw too many flags today, and that's never a good thing. I mean, I don't want to say, except you gotta address that.
Yep, they do. I hope they play another game. I really don't. I think it'd be a shame if they had the season stopped now. Came through fine. They came with a big win today. They kept even for a while, and Pasadena played very well.
Yep.
Pasadena was in it, and then Muir quality just took over. They were able to move the ball on the ground. Quarterback started getting some rollouts in there. He had some good passes early, not all complete, but they opened things up a bit. Muir played a good game. Pasadena had good 2.5 quarters. They did fine for that. That was a very good team. I was very impressed. Muir won.
One thing I've learned about this town is when I started for announcing this game years ago was you get a lot of people, not only kids on that field have gone to these high schools, but their parents have gone to the same high schools. And a lot of times their grandparents have gone to the same
and
high
everybody
schools.
knows everybody. They played the same leagues coming up. The junior high battles.
Yeah. Those are kids that know each other across the ball from being on the same team as Pee Wee and Junior All-American or Pop One, whatever the hell it's called, and of course you got a lot of people in this region, not just Pasadena, even Arcadia and a little bit of other parts of like Monrovia that have lived here a long time in the same home. So you got a lot of tradition here in Pasadena. This is why it's such a big rivalry. Well, we want to say thank you for joining us here on K-Learn on the School District's channel here in Pasadena. My name is Peter Pigskin Hebda, and for producer Beth Layden and of course Knox to Professor Wadley, thanks for joining us.
Thank you again. Wonderful to play the game.
And again, the final score 33-14, the boys in blue over the dogs in red here at the bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good week.